My friends, good morning. Look at me go, playing one of the gacha games that isn't even popular right now. Because gacha games flow up and down with the whims of, well, pretty much the internet, I suppose. Oh, sorry, my brain is all fuzzy. I have woken, and I do not feel the best. But yes, I did actually continue playing Enfield after yesterday, but I think I wanted to do some Zenless. Oh look, Fufu's there. What's she doing there? Well, whatever. I wanted to play some Zenless because I was thinking about it in comparison to Enfield, because I got through, well, when you all left, I did the average streamer thing of like, oh, I just play a little bit off stream, by which I mean I continued playing the game until I got to the point where I could start fucking around with the factory. And I will probably continue that to fuck around with the factory. I'm not sure how much more story is left in the game, if I'm being honest, because I know that chapter 2 isn't complete, from what I understand. But I did start enjoying it quite a lot. That said, it's still got the fundamental problems in Enfield. Like, you know, I discussed them at length. That Enfield has, like, extraordinarily poorly thought out lore. That Chapter 1 really set down a fundamental base of a swamp. And while the next house that is being built on it, in terms of the cutscenes, the character introductions, the moments, is very nice, it is very poorly constructed flooring that is going to potentially just completely ruin the game. So I'll have to see where they go. They might end up developing it more, but it might come around that Enfield, for me, might just be a kind of sweet gacha where it's like, oh, there's a nice gameplay on the side, and the entirety of the story is just like individual in the moment, cute moments with some nice like scenes and epic moments, but generally there's nothing interesting in terms of the greater lore or greater impact or anything. Kind of like when you're watching, like, you know, just like daytime TV or something. I don't know, the Monster of the Week show. Oh, hell there. Hey there, salutations, indeed, indeed. Glad that you got your internet back here. We're going to be playing some Zenless. And no, it's not because I thought these girls were hot. They are actually hotter than the girls in Enfield. But yes, so while yesterday I did continue with the good parts of Enfield, and I really, really did enjoy a lot of them, ultimately I come away with still having the position that Enfield will need to work pretty hard to really overcome the negatives that it gave itself. I did hear something very interesting. Now, I know this is weird that I'm talking about Enfield so fucking much, but I heard about something interesting that I think I'd like to tell you guys about. So, I talked last time about Enfield in regards to how it had that character event and story, where one of the characters originally had like a negative opinion of a robot having real emotions, and then like I discussed the idea of what if they changed or whatnot, and then like that was removed from the end game product. Like that was eventually removed from the story when they recreated it. I think Enfield's failures, not only can they be put down to poor writing or like too many cooks or wanting to escape from comparisons to Arknights 1, but very poor implementation of feedback. And I say that because it looks like they took on everything that was suggested, because I looked into it. Apparently, now I'm not saying it was perfect, I'm not saying it was like ideal, but before Enfield went live with their beta, and what their beta was, their story originally was a much more darker story that dealt more seriously with a lot of the elements of oropathy and the history, and there was a lot more drama there. I think my opinion is that they might have just fucking lessened that because people didn't like drama, or people didn't, maybe they were like, they didn't like that the world wasn't hadn't gone through 100 years and immediately overcome issues. So I'm thinking super fans might have unintentionally ruined their game. Because think of it like this. You're a hardcore lore fan for Arknights, and you watch your Arknights game that is set 150, maybe something like that, few years on another planet in the future. And they're like, oh, Oropazi's a problem? No. In the other game, the Doctor would have solved this. I'm not happy with this. And then they talk about that. And then they put, the whole bunch of people start putting that into the feedback. So the devs go, oh, shit. They expected to have succeeded. They expected this problem to be gone. Let's just remove it. And we get the weird, cheesy lore that we get now. Well, at least that's something that I'm suspecting might have actually happened. We might see in the issues of the greater lore and underlying elements of Enfield a hard course correction that went too far, like oversteer. Indeed, the internet is working in Bressig. How are you feeling? Hungover. What is the Enfield? Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, the Enfield. Sorry. Enfield, not the Enfield. The Enfield, that'd be like is a Enfield, the game we were playing yesterday. So the new gacha game from Arknights. So basically, I think that like, you know, it's a confluence of issues really that made the game really like that. And you can tell that there was a confluence of issues because chapter 1 was so poorly constructed, so many cooks in the kitchen. But then when it comes to chapter 2, clearly someone had precedence over creative control and they made something visually better, a story told better and displayed better. That said, it still has the problem of everyone being perfectly good and the enemies being perfectly evil, or at least it does for now. Perhaps they'll try and mix that up, but it's very hard to overcome that issue. Like, I don't know how they're going to justify to me any of this. But that said, I will always maintain that if they can prove me wrong, I'll take it. Coffee. Now, redeem code, dream. Alright, I'll do it. I don't know what that does, but I'll do it. Let me have a look. Let's see. Give me your code. Let's see what this code does. Where do I put codes in? I don't remember. Where do codes go in this game? Code? Oh, the fucking right in front of me. Sure, here we go. Let's see. Woo! What did I get? What do I get? Nothing? I redeemed it. What did it get me? Oh. Oh, neat. I got some cool stuff. Oh, yes, I remember. The Loli Patrol is coming out. Right? That's, what's his faces? The idols. I've seen a little bit of pieces about it between Enfield, being everywhere on my fucking thing. It's like, these ones. These ones here. These girls. They're the little, like, idols or something. Oh, yeah. Are they even out yet? Can I signal search for those? Nope, I've still got, big horse girl with massive tits. No washboards here, fellas. Oh, and, oh, this, you know, when I saw this girl, for some reason, when someone told me they were going to make a rabbit girl in Zenless, the first thing come to my mind is, are they gonna make her extremely horny? And I'm like, oh my god, I shouldn't have thought that. Why did I do this? Why? The Ages. Yes, delusional angels. I have seen just a little bit about them from on my timeline because people just fucking love that shit. But yeah, I'll get up to them and I'll find out how the story is. I'm a big believer in even if you have a good design, it can still be trash if the story is like, meh, eh. I believe in story. That's why I haven't even spent any of my fucking things. Look at all my gems, or whatever. I mean, I haven't really been farming them, but I think 17,000 is a fair bit. Oh, I see. I am a little bit sick. I woke up and I was like, woo, brain. But you know what? I'm a streamer. I have to be here. I'm gonna fucking give in. I don't care. And I'm not that sick. If I was super, super sick, I'd be like, tummy hot, VTuber not here, please put me on the period tracker. I mean, what? Sadly, they won't let me on the period tracker. Vedal gets on there, but not me. Big F. Alright. What should we do? Oh, that's one other thing I wanted to talk about. Did you guys see that Steam is getting a... oh, hey there, Attic. Did you see that Steam is getting sued for $900 million by some random lady in fucking the UK, and the UK government is supporting it? I saw that and I was like, you know what? Is the UK government like what kind of government runs it? Because like I did see some stats that people were posting alongside that. Did you know how much of like European and UK companies literally make so little money that the governments make more money off the taxes that they fucking spend on fining American companies? What the fuck is going on? When were you ovulated, Sock? Noel, never. However, that didn't stop Vidal from getting on the list. God damn it. Where's my attention to detail? Nah, no true fans. No true fans. They won't put me on the ovulation list. But yes, and I saw that, and that was kind of crazy. But I think the biggest annoying element I saw when I was looking into this, like how I was looking into how they're like charging that, is it looks like the whole fucking court case is supported by the Epic Games guy. And I fucking, you know, okay. I know everyone like memes on Steam for being like, do nothing and be happy. And like that they say, oh, and then all the fucking big companies all say, Steam's a monopoly, which is code for, I can't break fucking into Steam's market because they're too good at customer service. I fucking hate how disingenuous Epic Games and people are. I mean, a while ago, I used to hear a lot about like how Epic Games is like a piece of shit company, and I just kind of not paid attention because I never really used Epic Games. But they do things like this that make me remind me like Epic Games really is shit, and they entirely live off the back of fucking using exclusivity and Fortnite really to keep themselves running, don't they? Steam is very much a monopoly. It is, and you know what? Guess what? I'm happy with it. Detective is pregnant. That's why. Ah, true. That's why I don't no longer on the list. No, but that's why you have people on the list, right? Isn't the whole point of having your waifu on the ovulation list? God, that sounds so gross. Just so you can like check whether or not they're pregnant to determine whether they've ruined their fantasy. No, no, waifu, don't get pregnant. No, don't have a happy life. No. So, in other words, corporate sabotage. Essentially, yes. I just I just have the. You know what? Why do you even have the game Epic Games? I launch ZZZ from its native launcher. I just launch it from the native launcher. I don't even have Epic Games. But basically, and Todd Sweeney did this. He on fucking Twitter, and I honestly think he's pushed himself to a corner here. He said that he supports the Steam sale things because Steam is a monopoly. But here's the thing. Steam's not a monopoly. Steam's just a superior service. So it'd be one thing if, like, I don't know, maybe they made deals where you had to only be working with Steam for an extended period of time when you release games. What kind of company does that? Steam flatly says they take a 30% cut. That's a big number. That's a big number for a lot of people. But you can go anywhere, and you can sell your game on other platforms as well. And that's supposedly a monopoly? What they're actually fucking saying, when you look through the corporate speak of like both the legalese and the people arguing against it, like Tom Sweeney, what they're fucking actually saying is Steam, instead of saying, when they say Steam has a monopoly and they deserve to like they need to come down to play on a fair playing field, what they're actually saying is Steam has a loyal fan base and player base and user base that refuses to come to my product. What they're hoping for is either one, Steam just leaves the UK so they can get benefits, or two, we're looking at some fucking game theory shit. Steam gets charged $900 million, Steam loses money, Steam has to charge more, Steam can eventually shut down, and then they can get, yay, it's time for Epic Games. By the way, we are now jacking up our prices, because you know that's what they'd fucking do. I'd say take it to the bank. The moment Steam gets fucked over, or stops working, or becomes a piece of shit, every other company will become the biggest piece of shit you ever fucking seen in your entire life. They'll do it. And luckily enough, on Twitter, the Epic Games CEO got fucking community noted that said, no, this is entirely incorrect. You are lying. And I fucking love that shit. Oh, God, I love that shit. I just want to be a fly on the wall when I see fucking smug bastards like that just posting, yes, Steam is a monopoly and they deserve to fall apart. They are clearly ruining people's lives. And it just kind of comes up with, no, this is wrong. This is why. And they just go, and just kind of like sit there and, you know, go play in their yacht to like cry a little bit about it. Because fuck those guys. I hate, like, okay, there's always going to be competition. And I think this is why ultimately I can't end up being a true. It's why I as much as I enjoy Andrew Ryan's approach to the world of like true open unfettered mega capitalism, of like, do whatever you want. You can get the free market by any form. It's the invisible hand of the free market in like the full-on laissez-faire, go on, do whatever you want. Anarcha is like, it means that if I just take a gun and go up to Steam's headquarters and say, I would like to be a game provider now, and if I have enough people with guns, I can do that. Which technically is the area of a country. But I do approve of some level of regulation to stop that shit. I would rather two companies compete on an open stage for my money rather than compete with, I don't know, legal warfare and all shit. But they do it anyway, because the reality is, as much as we want that system to avoid, we can't. Hence why we have things like Power World, where Nintendo was like, oh shit, they're coming in on our stuff. Technically, they're not breaking any rules. We are just in an open, like, normal... This is a normal environment, a capitalistic environment, to show our product and they show their product. But no, they're like, but we're going to bury you in frivolous lawsuits that will sap your motivation, destroy cohesion in your small team. We're also going to take all your money because you don't have enough money to pay for these lawsuits. And we're just going to keep running you into the ground for years and years and years and years until you eventually fall apart. And then we buy you up and quietly shelve your IP forever. That's the kind of bullshit that a lot of companies do. And it's awful. And you might be like, oh, but there are laws against monopoly. Brother in Christ, look at Visa and MasterCard. They are a duopoly. There are laws that say we can't have that. Yet your governments, my governments, allow it to exist because those motherfuckers pay politicians the right money or they provide the correct amount of young children. One or the other. Point being, someone's got someone by the balls. Or tits, I'm not sure. I mean, like, let's be honest. Let's be gender free here. There can be women who have clearly gotten to politics and done some nasty shit. Let's be honest here. We can all be evil. I'm cooking some Chinese food, so I'm here listening. A duopoly. A duopoly is a duo too. So Monopoly is obviously one, and whilst Tim Sweeney, says that Steam is a monopoly because most people go and use Steam, that's not true because it's an actual open system. There's no protective elements to it, and it has like an environment that is very open. And there's also Epic Games and all these other launches, although those other launches are seriously, propped up by like essentially red tape money because they don't actually make that much. I mean, pretty sure Epic Games is entirely propped up on the money it gets from Fortnite Battle Pass Royale shit. But a duopoly is Visa and MasterCard. Visa and MasterCard, both of them are technically, you might be, oh, Visa and MasterCard, they control all of the credit cards around the world and debit cards around the world. So, oh, but there's two of them. You might be saying, oh, they are good. Because, like, capitalism demands that these two companies be competing for your money. However, it's not that easy when they quietly agree on everything. And when every time they get together to do something like, say, censorship, suddenly they're in lockstep. And why is it that they always seem to match perfectly with each other when it comes to what they charge almost? And why do you think it is that every time there's an alternative, suddenly it gets squashed by a combined might? That is a duopoly. Now, am I saying that they are meeting in coffee shops and making agreements? Technically, no. They're not allowed to do that. But a tacit agreement, or perhaps a not tacit agreement, who knows, between two large companies can essentially create a form of monopoly. They are agreeing to keep prices and keep their own share of the markets relatively high. While each of them might benefit if the other one was to fall, fighting each other means a lot of money. And essentially, they are making an active agreement to keep the prices high and keep competition out so they may enforce their rules. And that includes the ethical and moral agreements that I disagree with. And hence we have a duopoly. It's hard to define where the line is to draw for regulation with regard to even monopolies, but duopolies are particularly tricky because by technicality, there's, look, competition, two of them there, that's two companies that hold the market. But in truth, everyone can see through it. Like, while that it is just a technicality, a lot of people, if you showed that, understand exactly the threats and problems, and we can even physically see the problems that the duopoly of MasterCard and Visa have done. And people can look at that. But unfortunately, because they have money in the right places, what are they going to do about it? Now, in regards to Steam, that's another problem. Steam has no physical, actual monopoly because unlike Steam, MasterCard and that, and other places, it doesn't force you to go somewhere. Steam is not forcing you to have a Steam account. Steam is not forcing devs to make Steam. They are just saying, this is our price, you may come if you wish. And because they have a large existing fan base and extraordinarily loyal customer base, people come there. People often do go to Epic Games, but often when they go to Epic Games, it's because of exclusivity deals that require them to not release on Steam for extended periods of time. That is a form of monopoly. That would be something that if only Steam existed, or Steam was the largest provider and did something like that, it would be a monopolistic practice. But instead, Steam is extraordinarily open with its policies. And the reason why Steam is so different from a lot of other corporations is because fundamentally, Steam embraced a lot of, Steam and Game Duel embraced a lot of libertarian principles, like more idealistic principles. Not like the, I want to have a gun in my backyard, but in a the idealistic ideal of capitalism being a open market of ideas and products where the consumer may decide, and that the consumer will decide, and that a fundamentally good product will overcome cheapness and short-term goals and things like that. It's why Steam and Steam is the poster child for that kind of thing. And while yes, it is correct that it is true in peak, a lot of the time, due to the other processes, as I said before, like legal warfare and stuff, a lot of other smaller companies can't really get away with that. Yet Steam continues to be this kind of open form and focused on this kind of more idealistic form of capitalism, despite the fact that it could lock down and create even a mild monopoly more firmly without getting in legal trouble. But it doesn't. It just is that good. So what happens is we have a bunch of companies trying to lock into the markets, and we have Steam, who isn't actually attempting to be a monopoly, being accused of being a monopoly by a bunch of idiots who just who are assuming monopoly means they won't come and buy my shitty inferior product when open markets are a thing. Sorry. I am locked into my hatred of Epic Games occasionally. I can't get over it. And being slightly sick drives me up the wall. I do seem to go down the path of suddenly arguing with a lot of people a lot of the time. But yes, that's the economic reality of certain Sams. And why I am a little bit upset with general those things. If anything, there was that, like, I'm usually not, like, politically, I have no, my political positions on most things are whatever. I don't really care. But the most important ones to me that actually make me annoyed are usually to do with, say, censorship or control of freedoms or choice and in regards to these kind of things. And I just don't like the unfairness of certain things. Like, it's just how it is. I hate people that, like, try and use the fake argument of, say, Steam being a monopoly, or this company that has a superior product is actually bad, and then I'm going to legalize warfare against it, which is a good example of Power World. I hate that. It drives me up the wall, and I can't bring myself. To be like, well, it's a competition. It's companies being cut. No, it's drives me up the wall. All right. I could continue complaining, but let's do a safety inspection. Oh, I will say I really fucking liked the quest that I just did here. Chapter 1. I did Chapter 1 here, off stream for this. It was great. It was great. Oh my god, they put her in the outfit. Nice. Now, Belle. Hello, Belle. You all look so silly, do you? There's something I want to discuss. What do you want to discuss? Yup, go ahead. Damn, that's cute. That is a very cute outfit. 10 out of 10. Someone put in a lot of effort to make these outfits. Oh, I get to go to a banquet? Hell yeah! Do they expect me to, like, you know, clean up my face? Because I'm just gonna, like, slam it into all that food. There are other reasons Steam is a monopoly. I understand some of them that are argued, but almost all, Gabe Newell is riding a money train. Steam and their employees know this too. Yeah, and Steam and their employees are paid quite well. I don't, like, I see Steam as, like, definitely they're making money, and yeah, they made a superior product. I don't begrudge anyone making money. If someone can make a lot of money and they find a way to make a product like that, all for them. If Steam was doing something unethical, and Steam isn't perfect, Steam has made decisions I've disagreed with. Sometimes they're usually around, for example, I think the handful of moments Steam has made things I don't like was, like, one time there was, like, a bunch of drama with, like, I don't know, some anime rhythm game where they wanted to get rid of all of the reviews off their product after they edited the product to take away a bunch of, like, stuff that was originally promised in the game after the game changed hands. I think this might have been Skullgirls or maybe something else. And then Steam allowed them to mass delete a bunch of reviews. And I was like, I don't know about that. I'm not cheering for Epic CEO at all. No, I'm not here to try and suck off Gabe Newell, although I will. But as long as he acts in a way that's the only other element that I would say that Steam has an actual legitimate position where they could be where they're like laissez-faire, they're open form of like just do whatever you want kind of approach reaches a point where there is some potential that they might really be going a bit too far. And I'd say that, yeah, you got a point with their digital market specifically regarding to, like, CSGO goods. Yeah, so they're basically set up as a semi-gambling element. That is something to definitely discuss, but that's not a monopoly. That's not a monopoly. That's just a unethical, in my opinion, approach to things. And while I know that, and it's one of the things why I can't say Steam is completely perfect, as well as the other element I just discussed with the allowing games to occasionally, it's very rare, usually they don't allow reviews to be deleted from their game, but occasionally allowing that. That's probably the one element I would say is something that could be discussed in, like, Steam is definitely doing something that is flatly negative, and how can you approach that without, like, impacting upon the freedom of people to make those decisions to, like, play, essentially. It's like gambling, really. It's like, yeah, okay, loot boxes. Okay, if you're a willing adult who has a reasonable person who has, like, grown up and made your decision with your money to make a bad choice like that, can we stop you? But there is definitely room to be improved, especially in regards to children. And we all know how, like, the influencer market goes with all of that shit. Because, like, it's not just one dude who's, like, making an intelligent decision using his money as an adult. It's often more along the lines of one dude supporting gambling or promoting gambling to a bunch of children who are probably watching their streams. From my perspective, Steam is a good king, but I don't want a king. The people are still happy with a good king. Yes, a good king, definitely things there. But here's the thing. I don't think you'll ever get not. I don't think there's a world where a company isn't just essentially a form of kingship either way. I think it's too small to really define a country. Like, there are the worker comps and stuff, but they're often small. I think in the end, companies get defined by the culture they make, but more often than not, their CEOs set the stage. You know, we got Elon Musk with how he approaches his countries. You got Jeff Bezos. They are the kings of their various small kingdoms. And unlike countries, they aren't beholden to much beyond, like, a board of directors, which is essentially the same as an authoritarian government would. Just like an authoritarian government wants to keep the guy who's in charge of the military, the guy in charge of the police, want to keep those guys, like, close to you and under your thumb and friends of yours. They just do the same thing with people on boards of directors. You know, all my friends are on the boards. That's just how it is. I don't think companies can avoid kingship, essentially, is what I'm saying. We just need to hope for benevolent kings and benevolent kings, more or less. Or else we'll get incompetent ones. It's a sad kind of reality, but you cannot really create a democratized system out of that. At least not yet. There might be arguments to be made if we've made some like superior AIs to like mirror people's emotions and like, for example, what if you had the Prey AIs and you made Gabe Newell a Prey AI and like you had that endless Gabe Newell AI running Steam for all eternity? God, wouldn't that be nice? But that is the once you get, that's actually a dangerous precedent to set, because the reality is this, and it's something that is very true. A benevolent king has almost always been better for both from a government standpoint or a company standpoint throughout history. Democracy, more often than not, has a lot of fucking problems. It's just that democracy rarely goes into the truly fucked up eras that you can get out of various authoritarian regimes. Like, democracies most certainly have had their share of fucked up choices. But a wise, a benevolent king, which obviously comes down to a little bit of interpretation, but generally most people are going to agree that a wise and benevolent king can be a wise and benevolent king. Problem is, wise and benevolent king will die one day. So if you made an immortal wise and benevolent king, what are you going to do? And I suppose that's actually a lot of people's argument for a lot of various changes in potential for future government systems on Earth if AI develops in the right way. Right now, definitely not, but the argument being that there might be coming one day where you can make the Gabe Newell eternal. And if you have the eternal God Emperor who is always looking after you, whose entire life and job and goals will never fade, who's always after the best part of humanity, why not have a God Emperor? But that's something for probably our descendants to ever discuss. Like I'll have descendants. But yes, educated population. However, even an educated population can be twisted. Because remember, like, while an educated population is great, how many governments and how many like educated like democracies and things like that have fallen to various forms of governments and systems that eventually formed into authoritarianism, or simply just did terrible things regardless. A lot of the time they do, because people just because people are educated doesn't mean they'll make intelligent decisions. There was plenty of educated people in, say, various places in the world where the idea of approach of life was lock people up or be horrible to them. On a smaller scale, I know this might be politically contentious, but we saw that with COVID. COVID was not as dangerous as it was made out to be. COVID was definitely something that was something to discuss, and we could approach how to go for it. But a lot of educated, smart people overreacted. And in a democracy, they use that weight of people's fear, and I'm not saying they did it maliciously, but they overreacted, they forced things on everyone else, then they pushed all these things like to harm economies, to harm people's development. Children couldn't go to school. Like, there's a whole bunch of things that went wrong because a democracy of people made those choices. A democracy of people used the weight of their choices and beliefs to make a bunch of very poorly informed choices. So, and even educated, that's what happens. That's because people can be educated, but we are not purely logical beings to our benefit. How did we get off Steam for this? But my point is, Steam does have some skeletons within their closet, but I would always prefer Steam as it currently stands over Tim Sweeney, and like just like randomly charging them 900 million because you want to make money and you want to have them like fucking fail so you can rise from the ashes like you think it's ever going to happen. And on top of that, not even being a monopoly. Like, it's just, if your choice, if it's an open free choice and everyone chooses to go there, it's not a monopoly. If you and like, usually the reasons why these things become monopoly because they're so big and people assume that Steam would be a monopoly is because companies that get to the size of Steam more often than not start acting in protective ways. They start implementing protective procedures, IP things, design systems designed to keep people within their ecosystem permanently. You want an example of this? Fucking, I had to make a PSN, a fucking goddamn PlayStation profile to play a game. I remember. I can't remember what game it was. And you know what? I hated it. I was like, oh, fuck, I hate this. So I went along. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to delete my account. I spent a half hour looking and I found out this. You can't delete your account. Or you can, but you need to contact support and go through several steps. They hid it behind several points and then another extra few steps because they don't want you to leave, so they keep you locked in. And all I can think is holy fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. That is, and that's a protective practice that would go for monopolies. And if Steam did that, I would definitely call it a monopoly, but it is what it is. Anyway, distraction over. Oh my god, legal fees. Ah, yes, Damien. In the last quest, he was a corporate guy who everyone thought was the villain, but then, like, turned out he was just actually just a corporate guy. And then when all the bad stuff went down, he helped out the main team because he was like, oh, I can get some benefits out of this. I'm going to help you guys out for the goodness of my heart and also my career, which is kind of bold. Next time, just tell me to stuff. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that, I'm not arguing that, like, your feelings aren't right. A lot of people have correct feelings about what they are, and they're not wrong in regards to Steam's having some sus things. It's just that, in a technical sense, Steam is not a monopoly. They're not a monopoly in practice and method. It's just... It's just, I don't know what, there's got to be a word for it, like a company where it's like everyone just has a big open gate and you could go in, you can leave whenever you want, and people just choose to go there. I'm playing game. No, I'm playing game, I swear. I'm not getting into another fucking discussion about fucking Steam and monopolies, I swear. I didn't, wow, they have that much power? Like, I guess, like, well, I guess it failed then. But then again, a company's happy as long as it's not on the nighttime news, I guess. Yeah. Belle, you're so cute, what the fuck? Why has she got, like, an N in her hair? What does security investigation have to do with the bank? Yeah, so why am I being invited for lunch? In other words, they're bribing us to shut up. This is a bribe. Wait, what? Oh, Panda's getting a free outfit? Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. He's gonna be like, get close to these guys because they can solve problems, and if I have a good relationship with these people. Yeah, makes sense. Oh. Well, that makes sense. Damien sends off a big generous gift. He's like, "Woo, like, hey, maybe let me take a little bit more credit. Maybe we could be friends." Ooh. You know, I actually remember, I actually had an experience like that. Well, not this, but I used to have a company that I did my taxes with before I learned that I should do them myself because I can save $20. And giving them to some random man was a bad idea. Well, depends on the situation you're in. But the company that I was with changed hands, so when I went to talk to them again, they was like, "Oh, we changed hands. The same process you were gonna get is now like $900 extra." And I just simply sent back an email flatly saying, "That's too much. I've decided to not work with you anymore." And they sent me so many emails after that, not like straight away, but like over like a year of just like talking about the new processes they offer. I just kept ignoring them until I just said, "They want someone recently," and I was like, "I am not interested. Your prices are too high." And I kind of wonder that if because like their company was bought out by another local firm of tax accountants people, and I like to imagine they were like, "We've taken all of your people, and now they're in our group, and now they will do our accounting, and they will take our prices." And I'm just like, "No, thank you." And they're just like, "Oh." I think we should go to the banquet. I want to get lunch. What if they have pancakes at the banquet? Oh yes, I do remember that Steam created a rival to $1 billion. Yes, it's another example of the corporate elements just not fundamentally understanding how to overcome it and not being able to beat Steam. Because I think the only way to beat Steam on a fair platform right now is to, like, Epic Games kind of tries, but generally I don't like their practices. That said, it's like it is what it is. But I think you need to have some level of, like, you just need to have a big open platform. You need to be able to facilitate so much, but Steam has so much going for it. It's hard to beat them out. To be honest, I think the best way you can beat Steam is wait for Gabe Newell to die, then just buy it off his son, because his son seems like a piece of shit who would just give it all up because he hates games or whatever. And he's like, or worse, he'll run it into the ground with ideas or whatever. When the benevolent king dies, often it is not his son that is the benevolent king.
俺に言わせりゃ今がパーティーにお邪魔する後期だぞ。
それはどうして？
お師さんと兄弟子はしばらく雲岳山に戻っててすぐには帰ってこれないんだ。俺たち3人だけでも
look at this. I see. I see. So if we all attend... Oh, nice. Can I go with my sister? Please, I want her to come. That is still an issue. It is still an issue. She's been a little bit more involved in the last event, but I like it when she's involved, damn it. Especially if they're going to eventually make her, like, a big point where something bad happens with her. They need to make her more involved, damn it. What about... Yeah, what about Senior Fufu? What is she gonna do? Just be sitting around, I don't know, ripping into stuff? It's true you would need significantly better services, otherwise the users won't change their habits. Yes, you would need to have significantly better services to beat out Steam, and also money. That's why Epic Games does what it does. The reason it does its exclusivity deals and, like, has its lower prices for devs is it's trying to pull the games over so the games can bring over the people. And that's fine, honestly, in a manner of speaking. I'm not a big fan of their exclusivity stuff, of, like, you specifically can't go on Steam. But there is an argument to be made that they're offering something, but it is a monopolistic practice. But a monopolistic practice only really gets yelled at as a truly monopolistic practice when it functionally turns into a monopoly. When in reality, it never really does, because those companies usually release their games on Steam relatively soon after, and they make more money on Steam. Even with the lower profit sharing thing, because Steam just has that much of a weight of players. We can always expect more from our god kings like Gabe and Newell in regards to things that they do, but do not look at Gabe Newell, in my opinion, and see a horrible monster. Know that horrible monster will come after him. And you will look back on those times like a rice farmer whose original overlord was slightly nicer than the new overlord. And you will realize how good you had it. But in this case, it won't be even slightly. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Belle. Come on, I want to go there. Yeah, hell yeah. Adventure with Belle and a panda. Hell yeah. Let's go, Kung Fu Panda! Belle, if you suddenly say, I'm gonna go back into the computer room and stay away from the story for 10 hours, I'm just gonna be upset. Okay, fine. How many companies will offer us sales like Steam? I got so many games on Steam because of sales. I mean, Epic Game does offer their sales as well, and companies can choose when they do their sales as well. It's just a matter of offering other service. And I think Epic Game has also poisoned the well a little bit. A lot of long-standing fans do not like how Tim Sweeney treats Steam. If Tim Sweeney approached Steam with much more of an open hand of like, I'm competing and I want to offer a better service, as opposed to, Steam's a monopoly, they're evil, come to play Epic Games, we're much better, like, you know, it's a bad approach, and I think, like, you poison the well with those kind of things. The panda from Arknights looks like a Chinese mobster. Oh, that's true. He did. I saw that apparently, I did see that apparently in Arknights, the... Oh, sorry, I thought you was... Anyway, apparently in Arknights... Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's her hands. I thought for some reason that it was clipping through and I could see her ass when her hands were behind her back, and I was like, oh my fucking god, what the hell is happening? But no, I did see that apparently the Chinese fan base for Enfield don't really like the new, don't really like the new panda because they think he's gay. And I'm like, and at first I was like, really? And then I thought about it, I'm like, I can see it like in a bear way, by the way. Jeez. See, look at this. Again, this is an issue. Look how cute this girl is. Sorry, I was staring at her ass. But like, cute girl, NPC, very well designed. This is something that I really appreciate about like this. Look at Ginger here. He just looks like a cool guy. Look at that girl, Ivy. That is so cute. That is like 2 seconds. That is like the perfect distance away from being a rollable character. It's just such, it's really good. I really like how they've done the NPCs. It makes me feel like these rollable characters would exist in this world, rather than like Genshin, where it's like, hello, I am the plain body outfit NPC number 5312 next to extreme anime person. Wait, what did I say? What are you guys talking about? Sorry, I got distracted. The devs and publishers offer sales from games never go on sale. The girl with the... I sped up. Oh, yeah, you mean in regards to looking like I could see fucking Belle's ass? I thought I could see it for a second there. By the way, I'm going to say it right now. In the next video, I specifically put in an image of Belle making out with fucking, Belle making out with Wise as a meme. And I'm just waiting for someone to notice it. So that's a spoiler for the next video. Already hungry. Premium tangerine peel? What? The fuck is a premium tangerine peel? I mean premium tangerines, yeah, but peel? Where'd you reckon? Oh, cool, yeah. Hey, since... See, this is great. Belle's involved. I like it. I'm happy. Alright. Oh, see, again, look at this. Not even a rollable girl. Look at this fucking design. Good lord, legs for days. Alright, let's go. You're about to enter mercenary. You cannot progress. Fuck it. Okay. I'm going in there. I'm gonna eat some pancakes. Pancakes. Ooh, oh my god, these look like fucking, mahjong tables. Jesus. And, like, they got dumplings. I'm hungry. I'm so fucking hungry right now. I used to go to a Chinese shop all the time in Japan, and I fucking loved it. Also, she's also getting an outfit, next patch. Wait, Sweetie. Oh, wait. I gotta keep... Nah, don't keep guards. Well, it was a huge match. Great if they resolve problems so far. Oh yeah, Damien sent us invitation. Let's go say hi to him. Hey juniors, your singing's gonna have to pass on this one. I don't vibe with Damien kid. I'll spare myself the headache. Yeah, Wise can handle that. Just focus on food and try to eat Shifu and the others. Let's go see Damien. Alright, where's the food? I want to go eat some food. Let's have a look. Alright, this is pretty. I've been to... while I was working in Japan, I did go to some pretty fucking upscale restaurants and stuff, and they had some pretty fucking nice food, I swear. Like, I mean, I only went to them when I didn't have to pay for them, of course. Oh, chips! Out of nowhere, they have fried chips here as well. Oh my god. Hey, who's this girl, though? Damn, she's kind of cute. Damn. Is she... Oh, I thought she had, like, a horse tail for a second there. I was gonna like, ooh. Oh, nice design. Nice then. Everyone else, meh. Meh. Let's talk to Damien. Hello, Dames. Oh, about Tim Sweeney. Yeah, what a weasel. Yeah, what a fucking weasel. Absolute weasel. Weasel behavior. I hate that shit. I wish he would just openly say, I'm sorry. I just kind of like want to compete and I don't see any other way to compete other than being fucking a little bit of a weasel. Unless because like by changing the environment, by lying about what Steam is, by lying about the truth of these things, just because I can get a little bit of an edge in, get a knife into Steam so I can make money. I'm like, fuck off. Just compete like a good person. Have the guts and gumption to say, I am competing with Steam and I want Steam to fail somewhat so I can succeed, sure. But like, come on, just lying about it is a piece of shit move. It's a rat move. I'd have more respect for him if he just says straight up, I do things like this to like because I want Steam to fall apart and I want to pick up that slack and I believe that I can do a better job. Sure, go for that. Not Steam is actually evil, but by the way, don't believe your eyes, don't believe your ears. Steam's actually evil and they're so evil, guys, trust me. They'll look at them, they're beating up babies. They should pay 900 million to the UK government. I wonder if Steam just leaving the UK would lead to such an uprising in the UK that like there would be a significant backlash that the government in UK would like drop the fucking charges purely because they're like, oh fuck, we're gonna lose our entire voter base. All of the voter bases like gets a single message from Steam that says, unfortunately, due to the current government's pursuing like a law against like this really shitty fucking thing against us, we have to leave. And then immediately like they just immediately get like a mob appears outside of the fucking Big Ben and just says, you stop this or we'll burn it down. Now, obviously, that would be leveraging their power in such a way that might be considered unethical. But, you know, when the fucking when that lawsuit is so unethical, because let's be honest, a lot of companies get lawsuits thrown against them that are politically motivated or motivated by people in power who have the ability to make more money by forcing through those lawsuits. And I think that's a reality we have to see. Like, how many companies have been fucked over by like one person having a really weird lawsuit that is supported behind the scenes by other billionaires? I mean, to be honest, I'd be upset too. Shifu was fucking hot as shit. Holy shit. The fucking teacher, the girl, good lord, if I was Damien, I'd be like, I was gonna ask her out. I'd ask her out. I couldn't help it. Shifu could tell me that she's like dedicated to her craft, and I'd be like, I don't care. I'm an idiot. I know nothing about like your mystic arts. I'm prepared to learn. Just let me take you somewhere. Because good lord, what a woman. It seems he both loves and hates Elon, probably. Well, probably right now because of, I mean, he probably loves Elon because, you know, there's probably benefits he gets out of that. Like, a lot of billionaires tend to be like each other for the various things that they can get together. But then he probably hates him because he just got community noted. Teasingly. I'll try teasingly. I think if we're... You always talk like this with some corpos. Look, she's so cute. Belle's so cute. I always can't get over his silly fucking tie system. It feels like a tie that he grabbed off the shelf in Kmart and just never fixed. He's like, I don't know how to make it, so I'm just gonna use the fucking like band here. In other words, someone fucking dropped the ball so fucking drastically with security.
自分の首が締まらないからって。
Damn straight, Belle.
それで安全なんちゃらって肩書きがダミアンさんに増えるのはもう時間の問題って感じ？
お二人はご冗談がお好きでいらっしゃる。この件はそう簡単な話でもないのです。今の地位を保っていられているだけ
You
で
know,
も
I don't even hate Damien.
でしょうね。
He says he's just a corporate guy taking advantage. And while this is in our favor for now, and I understand that if he could get away with it, he might screw us over a little bit. He doesn't feel like a bad guy, like someone who would just like kill puppies or whatever. Maybe he'd he'd do some things, but you know, he just feels like a little bit of a corporate limer. You know, I don't hate these kinds of people, all like automatically at least. Oh, how so?
というと
それではお二人とも
Is there someone special here?
本日晩餐会にはあまたと賓客がいらしていますが
Oh, he's telling us that we're getting a look into the corporate world.
それほど数が多いというわけで
Oh, yeah, it's a few categories I see very clearly. Blank face NPC, blank face NPC, blank face NPC, blank face NPC. Rich guy who's up in the company a little bit. And the hot up-and-coming protege who has green hair.
あちらに洗練された身なりの面々が見えますでしょうか。彼らはトップスの上層部であり、ご招待した全員が出席されています。これは依然として、
Ah,
トップスとポーセルメックス
corporate
の関係が
politics.
強固であることの証です。
Corporate politics are probably the closest we have currently to still existing, like, nobility politics, you know? Like, the concept of the nobles. And things like that. It's about as close as we can get. A bit more ruthless than the older nobles, I suppose, because they don't have the expectation of being like knightly orders and things like that. But it's quite interesting. I mean, obviously you can say politics in real life is still like that, but at the very least more openly corporate positions are. Because they don't need to pretend like they need to get voted in.
トップスは一丸となって英比地区の安全を重視している。総軍と市政に向けてアピールできるのですよ。
He's got a great smile. What a great smile.
残念ながら誰一人来ませんでした。つまり市政はトップスと軍の双方にとってデリケートである英比地区に対し不干渉を貫くつもりなのです。
See, this is the kind of cool little things that really help with the world building here. And it's something that I think Enfield lacks. Little things like this. Like, is it a big deal about like the little balance that the tops and the military and the government are like playing out here? No, it's not a really crazy big deal, but it builds a lore, which I really appreciate.
工事をめぐってトップスと軍はたびたび揉めていたと聞くけれど、なるほど、これは想像以上に深刻そうだ。
ええ、深刻です。とはいえアンタッチャブルな話でもありません。軍は工事の最大の買い手であり、トップスが英比地区の実験を承認できれば実質的に軍の生命線をも握ったということになります。
This voice sounds familiar to the one cherry tongue guy from oh yeah, it is Kakyoin. That's Kakyoin's voice. God. That's another thing I have to review. I have to review. God, I'm gonna be like fucking. How old am I gonna be when I get through all the things I want to review? Fuck me, it's a long list.
となると、重要なのは今日ここに来ている軍のゲスト。その身分か。
I mean, the military one might be this lady, maybe? I mean, it could be more of a tops thing, who knows?
おっしゃる通りです。
Ah!
少し離れたところにいる女性が見えますか？あちらが軍を代表して来られた方に。
I knew because, you know, she got into the military because her green hair fits with the green theme.
そうなの？防衛軍の制服とか別に着てないけど、だって一応ここフォーマルな場所でしょ？
No. You don't understand. It's the same reason why Damien's happy when only Belle and Wise come and the panda guy, even if, like, the master didn't come. It gives him a little bit of saving face type stuff, and it's like, you don't want to go too heavy. It's all about, like, in these kind of formal settings, like, as most, like, you know, shows really get into sometimes, it's, like, all about the appearance and, like, the light touches and implications. So having the Defense Force person here not wearing not wearing like the full uniform, but still being there has its own implications. Fuck me, gladly. Oh, oh, oh my god! I've already succeeded in grooming an audience member. Thank God! I knew it. I could do it. I am the greatest sock that ever existed. Let's continue.
それもそのはず。あちらのイゾルデ女子は軍属ではなく、あくまで軍に雇用されている一研究顧問という立ち位置です。
Okay, I was kind of off a little bit, but you know, it still fits.
軍は士官ではなく、雇われの民間人を出席させました。
Ah,
彼
messages.
らも同様に、この件には深入りする意思がないということなのでしょう。
Oh, look at this. See, this is the shit I kind of really like. And like, you'd think, how many fucking people who play Zenless 00 really give a fuck about this? They're like, what the fuck? I just skip over the story and then I stare at Fufu's ass while she scratches the kitty thingy. What? That's 90% of Zenless 00 players. And don't worry, I understand the position on the matter. That said, I fucking love shit like this. And this is the shit that I live for. If this shit was in Enfield, I'd be much happier. Give me a little bit of spice, damn it. Give me a little bit of things to think about. This is the final city on Earth. And of course, it almost got destroyed. Naturally, everyone's got a few, like, you know, they've got all these feelings that are all interconnecting and how they want to survive and get their, you know, their priorities across. It's like an interesting world. They're all forced to be interconnected because if they don't function, they will fail, but they all want to have more power, and it's like, yay. For me, if it's a voice line, then I'll be locked in. But if it isn't, then I pay attention half the time. It depends. Oh yeah, with the writing, sometimes like a side quest that is like, you know, text documents. I must admit, the only time I'm picking up text documents to read them in length is if I'm really into the story. Really into the story. I do appreciate them existing, but I think I would prefer audio logs for stuff if they really want to get something across. Like I pick up an audio log and auto plays as I'm running around. That's probably the best way to do it. And I think that goes for a lot of people. Because you gotta earn the ability of me picking up the fucking in-game book you made that goes for fucking 40 pages. You gotta earn that, brother. Like, brothers, you got up there, devs. You do your best. You gotta earn that shit.
調査監督チームの方々ですね。皆様エーテルにまつわる業界の専門家です。今回の調査を全面的に監督し、いずれも学会の重鎮でございますから、こうしてお招きするにあたって、私も随分骨を。
This is his battlefield. That's the kind of vibe you get. Look at this. Now, is the place going to get absolutely fucking destroyed because, like, I don't know, some event happens, hence why Wise and Bell have some things go silly? The real hosts?
お集まりの皆様、この度はエイヒ地区の安全調査にご参加いただくため、はるばるこの長期兵へお越しいただいたこと、ポーセルメックスグループの共同 CEO ルクローより心より感謝を。
What the fuck is this man wearing?
私からも御礼を申し上げます。同じく共同 CEO のフェロックスでございます。
あ、テレビで見たことある人たちだ。どっちもポーセルメックスの最高責任者なんだね。
Reminds me of the time I first started playing Genshin and needed to go to the library and actually read the books to do a puzzle. Very early game since I got into the game a month after launch. Yeah, sometimes there are things like that, and it's like, if you are got the lore down enough and the world down enough, I will read your in-game thing. I will read your lusty Argonian made copies and rip-offs. But if you don't, I'm probably going to be annoyed. I do remember that quest, by the way. I also did that quest.
ってことは、あの二人がダミアンさんの上司ってことだよね。
ええ、その通りです。ポーセルメックスの経営陣は旧都陥落を境に大規模な再編を経験していまして。
See, this is the politics of a corporation type shit. That there's like more See, it's like a noble house. They're like noble houses fighting over who controls the noble house. You know, two heirs have come up after a great reshuffle. The death of the true head of the house. Well, because Damien wants to probably beat them both as well.
お二人を信頼しているからこそこうしたお話ができるのですよ。
I think he's actually made an intelligent decision here that these two, while very influential and powerful in their own way, do not appreciate corporate doublespeak. And he'll probably get more, like, he'll win more he'll win more with honey here, in other words. It was mind-numbing because the book's dead ass didn't have anything substantial. Yes, yeah, it's so annoying. That was a very annoying quest. They wanted you to go into the lore, but they didn't make the lore interesting. You need to really work on your lore to make me want to go into there. Like, I read through some of the lore books for Enfield, but mostly because I was interested in the concepts of the lore and why it was all falling apart as it was and why it wasn't hitting.
この度更迭された安全責任者ですが、あのフェロクス氏の腹心でしてね。突如としてできた空席に両氏はそれぞれ息のかかった人間を送り込もうと躍起になっています。私がエヒ地区における名目上の最高責任者となれたのもこの競争において勢力の均衡を保っているからなのですよ。
So basically, they're probably going to have to pull him onto one side. We're involved in a political game here.
とはいえ、中立を保つ以上、私にこれ以上の昇進は望むべくもありません。かといってどちらかに肩入れすれば、代償も致命的なものになります。
私どもは会場にお集まりいただいた皆様、安全調査は明日より正式に開始されます。
さてさて、お偉いさんのありがたいお言葉も終わりのようです。さあ、どうぞ晩餐会の続きをお楽しみください。
Alright, this is finally the part where I get to go eat some of those fucking, dumplings. Hell yeah. You know, Damien's not such a bad guy. I'm gonna follow your lead.
リンは何か考えがあるのかい？君に従うよ。
Hell yeah, I will, because you're hanging out in the main quest for once in this game.
いろいろ聞いてるうちに私もゲストのことが気になってきちゃった。それにほら、あのダミアンさんのことだし、どれだけ信用していいかわかんないよ。お兄ちゃん、ここは手分けして会場を見て回ろう。
Damn straight. You know, people I wonder if anyone's gonna comment about the bad things that I say about these two in the next video. I'm not doing a video on fucking Zenless, but the next video has, like, as I've implied, some suspicious imagery of these two. I don't wonder if anyone's gonna catch it and go, "What the fuck are you posting?" I think it would be funny. Alright, I'm gonna talk to important people. By important people, I mean I'm gonna talk to Mr. Panda. Oh no, we better restock soon. I'll head to the kitchen, take care of that for you. Hey, no rush. Boss must put a best chef gets the notes and lobster 3 ways. Let's start with 3 each. Oh, he's testing out the chef. That was a crazy order. Damn. And man, if I was a Panda Theoran, I'd probably like this too. That sounds like fun. I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. Ah, not this guy. This guy doesn't... Not this guy looking gay. Have you... The other one. Have a look at Enfield's panda guy. He does look like kind of like... He's got the vibe of like... He looks like a gay guy. He does... I didn't realize it before, but like... It's like what's that thing? Like, what do they say? Like the bear or whatever? That kind of concept? There's another one. Yeah. There's a panda guy in Enfield. Arknight's Enfield, who the Chinese think is super gay or something. Yeah, this one's not gay. He's just like Kung Fu Panda. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. I don't think the Chinese think he's gay. It doesn't seem like it to me. But he's also a cook too, so it's a weird system. Both pandas are cooks. Why is it with pandas and cooks and characters? Sure, takeout is not twice. What? He's just getting takeout? Oh, that's nice. That's cute. He's getting all the food for the others back outside. That's nice. Man, see, he's a cool guy. Let's go and talk with Professor Walker. Oh, yeah? In your staff, people should be helping out with this research project, right? Sure will. Many experts in the inspection team to know each other rather than focusing on the duties as part of the inspection. Everyone seems to be more interested in their own research projects. That's only human nature. But if they get the tops of a sponsor, they can't really say anything about the fares of Waifu Pincer anymore, right? So yeah, see, that's the kind of thing that is actually real. Like when I was in research and stuff for university, that was one of the big things that it just kind of, I couldn't really. I'm not a big human person. There was all this stuff about like getting to know people and knowing to say the right things, and essentially it came down to, it didn't matter how good you were at your research or how interesting your concept was, and idealistically a lot of universities like to say, oh, we only fund and give out things to important people. No, it's all about who you know. Pandas like to eat all day. That's true. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Eat and sleep. They give up the firstborn to get more food. Funnily story, a panda pretended to be pregnant to get more special achievement. You know what? The pandas deserve to die. They seem like they're only surviving on because of our whims to keep them alive. They are kind of cute though, fuck. All thanks to, all thanks to Mr. Lycra's guidance. You flattered me. It's all thanks to Mr. Furrick's keen eye for talent, finding such a gem like it. See, look at them. They're just going back and forth. Oh, being forward. See, look, it's all fucking niceties. This is the kind of shit you see in, like, Suits. Or, like, stuff like that. Or, like, this probably happens a lot in upper industry in China. Damien hasn't sided with either party, and it seems to be true. Just thinking about dealing with these two hypers, give me a stomach. For props to him for managing to walk that tightrope. Yeah, 100%. Damien's fucking walking a tightrope. But, like, it's a certain kind of person. Only a certain kind of person can be a CEO. There's a reason why there's a high degree of people who are psychopaths or possess psychopathic traits with CEOs. Ambitious people and psychopathy kind of goes together. That's why you should always be wary of politicians, because they also like to go for power. Pandas would have gone extinct because of us taking over their natural habitats. That's another thing. Like, it's kind of our fault, isn't it? So we kind of should keep them alive, I guess. I'm into the wild because they're straight up without human intervention. One thing that did actually come back to life. One thing that we say from extinction that wasn't because of our fault going to go extinct was avocado. Avocado straight up was going to go extinct because there just wasn't enough megafauna to eat it. Because avocado is like, it obviously is meant to be eaten by like something big like an elephant type shit, and then like shit out later because their fucking seeds are so big. We just came along and were like, I like the taste of this. I've decided to save you from extinction. I don't care about the natural order of things. The natural order of things has come to my dinner plate. Let's go talk to Belle, sister. The only true ship. The only true ship. I don't care what you say. Everyone knows this is the only ship in the game that matters. Although I say that as a joke, but like I don't think they've ever really shipped them. Like they've never been actual active ships, but they are extra. Like the reason, like, it's actually an interesting point. The reason why you see people ship a lot of Belle and Wise together, I think it's just because like it's a natural inclination for fucking anime fans. They see two characters talking to each other and getting along, and they're like, oh, they're bumping uglies. And then like these two just happen to be siblings, and like because they get along and because they are siblings, there's a certain different like tempo to their interactions, which is a lot more fun. And a lot of people suddenly go, oh, maybe they're fucking. And it's just like, you guys can't stop, can you? It's like literally every 10 seconds. But that's anime fans for you. Oh, the sloth's ancestors were big enough to eat it whole and shit out the big-ass seeds, and the trees continued to spread out. They became the sloths we know today, all went extinct, and then we intervened. Yeah, we intervened. We were like, fuck it. It's ours now, brother. We get the avocado. And we're going to pay for avocado on toast and ruin our entire financial circumstances. Guys, can you, could I get some, you know how people have like the thing of like, this week's rent or this month's rent on the screen. This is how much you need to give to me for the rent. Can I just put up on there, get avocado toast? How much of the local avocado toast? Please give to the avocado toast fund.
安全調査とかそれっぽく言ってるけど、お偉いさんたちが示し合わせるための儀式みたいなもんだよね。
Literally, yes.
住民を安心させるために
Literally, Belle, That's literally everything. It doesn't mean corporate, it means everything. Oh, wow, they're doing a big investigation and a big open hearing. That shit's for politics. What's that? They're all gonna get together and they're gonna come to a conclusion and save the day. That's for networking. It's all it is. Zabokoka here? I don't... Zaboka. Huh. What a strange name. Well, I guess, you know, different country, different themes for things.
こんな感じじゃフォローの生産ラインに何か見つかってもよっぽどひどくない限りスルーってこともあるかもね。
Pretty much, yeah. Bell, we need to leave here. Your optimism is gonna be ruined existing in this area.
今は一旦置いとこっか。ポーセルメックスがご馳走してくれるなんてこの先あるかわかんないし。
Good point.
いただいちゃおう。
Correct, Bell. Correct. Let's get some of those fucking... See, look how cute they are.
なんか食べよう。
See?
ごゆっくり。申し訳ございません。
お気になさらず。
失礼しました。
すみません。落としましたよ。
It's the rabbit girl. Holy shit. Did you just see the tit jiggle on that? Good lord.
調査監督チームの人同い年くらいなのに専門家だなんて。
Oh.
失礼。その用事があって。
Unfortunately, she's a rabbit girl Therian in heat. Oh no, Belle was being mean. Poor
本
Belle.
当にわからないかな。あなたは確か軍の研究顧問の。ああ、イゾルデだ。彼女も私も手のいいお飾りに過ぎない。
Well, yes, that's what it is. Yeah, that's cute. I like that cutscene. That's nice. The cutscenes, I must admit, in Enfield, I'm bringing up Enfield again, but the cutscenes in Enfield's second area really improved. Yay, delicious dinner! Woo! No, I'm hungry. Oh? What's wrong with her? What the fuck, man?
タイムフィールド系
The thyme fields. Is this gonna reveal that she's like in a hotel and like in comes one of the Tops guys and says, "Well, you're about to show me your love, right? The company sent you for a reason, yeah."
新エリートでも有数の名門であり科学分野にもその名を轟かせていらっしゃる現在流通している侵食緩和剤の精錬に関する特許もあなたのおじい様の手になるものだとかそんな由緒ある加盟が調査監督チームの名簿にあれば市民たちも心強いことでしょう
Well, once again, Damien being like a shrewd politician.
身に余る光栄なのだわ。ただ祖父は重い病でそんな重責にはとても。
この際はっきりと申し上げましょう
He just wants the name.
その加盟さえ名簿にあれば私としては十分なのですよ
Oh, come on, Damien. You don't need to put your feet on the table. You're not dealing with, like, someone you need to intimidate. This girl is clearly, like, fucking... I think she's crying because her grandfather's a little ill. God, he's just got a cold. What a baby. I'm going to regret saying that.
私はただの学生で祖父の代わりになんて。
Why is it that that I see any cutscene in this game, or it's always inside a house, inside this... Really? It is? I've never seen this room before. Pathetic.
ご存知ですよね例の侵食事故で問題となった侵食緩和剤とあなたのご一族は切っても切り離せないと
Ah, he's using that.
我が社はあなた方に対し訴訟を起こすことも
See, this is it. This is the kind of shit companies do. This is the kind of shit. Like, I know, like, this is like a game, and obviously they're playing it up, but this is legitimately what they do. We need you to help out in something, but we could also leverage this into a legal position to get other benefits, so we're going to leverage it.
薬剤の精錬過程におけるリスクの隠蔽そんなシナリオはどうでしょう
事実無根なのだわ。第一、それは参照会が。
She doesn't know how to play the game of politics here. She would have parts to play, for example, playing up how the company failed, for example, but she doesn't know that.
貴族の凋落劇というエンタメを前にして大衆は気にも留めませんよ
What about a... You see, the answer to this that she doesn't see is what about a proud company? I could bring us both down here. But she's not thinking like that because she's like...
タイムフィールドの栄誉は今やあなたにかかっています。あのご老体に何かあっては私も寝覚めが悪いですからね。
おじいさま、私どうしたら
Oh, she's in trouble.
間違っていたのか
Look,
しら
she even has an emoji belt that tells her feelings. Wait, if that... What does it look like when she's horny? Come on, guys. It was the first thing that came to my mind. You also thought it. I wasn't alone. Oh shit, someone's throwing bricks at the windows? Wait, what the fuck? Why did we just take a turn to a spooky adventure? What? Is she having a nightmare?
何かしら
It's a spooky ghost! Oh my god, it was a spooky ghost! Are we gonna get called on to do a fucking exorcism?
あれ、お兄ちゃん起きてたんだ。
No, you were alone on that thought. No, come on! Come on! Don't tell me I was alone in that thought. You saw it as well. You saw that her emotions are played on a fucking belt, and the first thing that comes to my mind is most certainly, what does it look like? Like, would it make an aga howl? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Nah, I'm gonna say this. I just dreamed Ace told me Ace learned to drums.
君がイアスにドラムを並ばせて店の前で客寄せにしようと。結局お客さんは寄りつかず、先に銀行から督促状が来た。
Oh, that is a nightmare. Holy shit.
よかったよ。現実の来客だった。
God, that is a horror. Bills. Oh, good at fucking.
お兄ちゃんったら、私がそんなことするわけないでしょ。第一、イアスの可愛い暗夜じゃ、バスドラムのペダルまで届かないもん。
Good point, good point.
とにかくぶっ飛んだ夢を忘れて見に行ってみよう。パンさんが先に行ってるはずだから。
Let's go save a ghost. Or defeat a ghost for a rabbit girl.
急用だよね。
Why is it always side missions and the in-between missions that they allow, fucking, the Belle to come on adventures? I'm glad that she's coming along a bit more now.
先生、本当よ。本当に窓の外に光る物体がいたのだわ。タイムフィールド家の名に誓ってもいいのだわ。
She's confused. I like her, like, the different kind of approach of ears. Like, her ears are, like, more, like, kind of fluffed up there. Oh, she's... Look, I can see her skin! Oh my god, she's got open clothes! What the fuck? What is that, like, mark on her, though? Wait, no, that's just a mark. That's a mark on my screen. God damn it, I've broken fucking pixel. This is why I have so many... Someone who's, like, cares about fucking parts of the screen being broken would hate looking at what I've done here with my computer. But, as long as it works for me.
こんな夜中に適当感を訪ねてきたんだ。しかし、その、なんだ、バンとかドンとか、影が20度近く傾いてたとか言われてもさっぱりだ。そもそも、俺たち運楽さんに術法が。
正確には左に。
See, look at her little smiley face.
傾いてたのだわ。
She's sad. We'll have to pay.
はっきり覚えてるもの。
We'll probably get one where she has like a blush at some point. We'll see what it looks like. That'll give us an idea.
とはいえ。
Oh, look at that. That is very cute. That is very cute. I like that.
ごめん遊ばせ。
Oh, she's...
あなた方運楽
I want to grab her ears. I want to fluff her ears.
こんな夜分にお伺いしたのは。
Is it offensive to ask a Theron that if I can squish their ears? Is it offensive if I can grab tails? Oh look, she's smiling. So we've seen 3 options. What's up, bro?
パンさん、お待たせ。何かあったのかい?
I feel like I've eaten too much food. I feel like throwing up. Hey, that just means you can eat double food. Round 2, brother. Well, okay, I'm sorry. That's horrifying.
なあ、二人ともいいところに来た。 こちらにいるタイムフィールドさんとこのお嬢さんがな。
あなたたちがアキラさんとリーさん。
Yes, indeed. Two of us. That means we're going to tag team this. I mean, what?
どうも。
What? What did I
僕は
say?
アキラだ。こっちは妹のリン。
あれ、また会えるなんて思わなかったな。そんな目で見ないでよお兄ちゃん。今のはまずかったって自分でも思ったから。
Oh, yeah, because they had an awkward interaction with her before.
窓の外によくわかんない光るやつがいたから助けを求めに来たってことだね。それにしてもルーシーの紹介だったなんて。何を隠そう、私とモンテ
Ah,
ィーノさんは
Lucy.
二人ともセレスティア女学院の
She's the one out in the deserts. I like that. I like that connection because that makes sense. Because Lucy's ridiculously like upclass, despite the fact that she's putting on leather jackets and stuff out in the fucking Badlands.
最初はボーセルメックスのスタッフに頼むつもりだったのだけど、こんな真夜中では
Don't worry.
ないでしょ。
Don't worry. We'll save you, Alice. The brother-sister duo are here to do it.
夜が明けて
アリスが調査監督チームにいるのはタイムフィールド家の人間だからという話だった。具体的なことはわからないけれど、アリスがフォーセルメックスに脅迫されているという可能性もある。彼女を気にかけている素振りはないし。
お二人ともモンテフィーノさんのお墨付きとあれば、窓の外に現れた未確認物体についてぜひ真相を究明していただきたいの。予定ではあと2週間地区にとどまらないといけない。お兄ちゃんどう思う？
We're gonna go save the cute rabbit girl. That's the decision. We're just proxies. Well, she's a friend of Lucy's. We'll try it out.
の語学友ということなら力を貸してあげるべきだ。気まずい初対面ではあったけれど。
それでお
Oh,
二
she's
人
got a big smile
いくら
now.
お支払いすれば、案件ごとに決まった額が、それとも日給か時給だったり。
Well, she probably works a lot of
お
money.
金のことなら何も気をもまなくていいのだわ。私にエーテル力学を教えていた家庭教師なんて5分ごとに授業料が発生してたのだ。
5 minutes? What? That's bullshit.
気を揉むことなんてあるもんか。あのタイムフィールド家のご令嬢だぞ。身内の友なら手を貸すなんて当然。
Oh, what a nice guy. I assume if you know the person well enough and ask nicely. Depends, Dennis, on the person's theory and type, if I had to think about it. That's true. I wish to fluff. I wish to fluff.
俺たち運学さんの取り柄は術。
Already speak on our behalf. We could have made some money.
パンさんが弟子た。
なんてこと言うんだ。いいか、弟子たちよ。タイムフィールド家の財力はな、そんじょそこらの連中とは比べ物にならないんだ。お獅子たちの悠久、それに風名の。
All right, let's make some money. Trying to guilt trip me?
兄弟子さん、それはいわゆるパワハラだよ。
They say different in Japanese, obviously, as you can hear. Parahara, which is short for power
お
harassment.
嬢さん、今日は適当館に泊まってくといい。一晩ぐっすり休んで。
本当に引き受けてくれるの？
Damn straight, you're a rich girl, and I like money. Rest assured, we have accepted the commission.
タイムフィールドさん。
本当にありがとう。では。
Belle's room is my room. What the fuck? There's only one bed in here. So she's back here, obviously. Where's Belle, damn it? What do you mean? Only one bed. There's only one bed. How could this happen? Alright. Comfy bed. Here I come. If you play as Belle, do you get a different room? Your sister gave me a knock knock confirm and looking forward. Aww. Belle sure moves fast. No worries. Just about to look for you. Alright, let's go see the rabbit girl. Rabbit girl, rabbit girl, rabbit girl, rabbit girl, rabbit girl. Fluffy ear girl, here I come!
おはようございますなのだわ。
大丈夫。君は助けを求めに来てくれたんだからね。
そう。それじゃあ私のことも気安くアリスと呼んでほしいのだわ。
The Japanese, although I know this is saying, love the word Alice. Alice is like a great name to them. They love it all. Whenever they think of the peak woman name for a Western person, it's always Alice. You sleep well last night?
それで、夕べはよく眠れたかい？
まあ、お気遣いありがとうなのだわ。
Nano Dada. That's cute.
でも、お部屋の掛け軸が漏れなく2度から10度傾いてたのだわ。直してみようとしたら、今度はベッドサイドの花瓶が左右で違うデザインだと気づいて。
Okay, does she have a mental issue?
こんな些細な点にこだわるなんておかしいことは自覚してるのだわ。タイムフィールド家の即女にあるまじき集大だって。
That actually might be something developed from being in a family where everything has so much expectations put on you.
そんなことは
No, it's not an issue. I actually literally
適当感
have...
はその名の通り、かなり適当だからね。
This temple, I haven't actually done any of the mini game to upgrade it. Low key, he has a nice ass. Really? I never really appreciated it. If only I was gay. Unfortunately, if there was an eye tracking, they're just right here. This is where my eyes are. I'm looking at her wonderful little emoji, so I know what her feelings are.
まずは君が宿泊している場所の下から始めてみよう。
ええ、問題ないのだわ。外から調べるのは大賛成。というか、恥ずかしい話、真相が明らかになる。
Sure, let's go.
アリス。
She has a fluffy tail!
確か
And the hair is just like, that's cute. That's cute.
大きい
Wait,
音が聞こえた。そうだね。
come back here, fluffy tail. And it bounces too! 10 out of 10. This is exactly what I want from Zenless Zone Zero. Come back, fluffy girl. I'm definitely not a furry. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Oh, right here. All items. Let's go check it out. A bunch of miscellaneous items scattered on the ground. Vending made recycle empty cane. Power. Well, that probably was knocked off by the fucking thing that was most likely a fucking bomb poo that was fucking around in your window. There you go, up there, see? Should I be open and direct with her? I'm trying, you know what, I'll be open and direct. Took me in when I was nowhere to go, but you're also readily sweet. Aww, aww, I'm so beloved. Why can't this happen in real life? Where's my bunny-eared girls, damn it? Oh my god, it shows a succubus symbol. That would actually make sense. Oh no, oh my god, it would show that succubus fucking womb tattoo bullshit that everyone memes about. That would make perfect sense given the location. I'm sorry that I had to say that out loud. That's true, eye tracking would not work on my sock. This is discrimination. Eye tracking software is ruined for me. How did he deduce that information? Probably just through logic. That just makes sense. Like, location-wise, anime logic. Yeah. Yeah. It would be the succubus tattoo. Alright, Miss Fluff Fluff. Tell me more about yourself. Let's look around carefully for clues. Which floor do you live on? So this one. The window right next to the drain pipe on the left of the building. Okay. How big was the shadow? The drain pipes and have very limited capacity. Okay. What'd you find? Sorry, I was just talking to myself yesterday. I was in my room. I kept hearing noises around here. Turns out construction site is not far behind. Tower crane. Ooh. Oh, so let's look at her design a bit more. It's nice. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's not over the top done, but yeah, it's like a little simple. I like her eyes. It's more focused around some elements of simple. Wait, oh, so I had to go to this. A small animal. Ooh. Tiny footprints. Glow in the dark paint. Oh my god. I was too busy staring at your smiling badge and I didn't... Pretty close. Yeah, I'm just gonna guess. You go first, though. You go first, though. That's a lot of movement in the character. Wow. Oh, you mean in like the kind of subtle shifting that all the characters do? They do this all the time. Like everyone looks like they're just like slightly gyrating at all fucking moments. How do they make the fucking? Like, has she got like a brain implant for that? Flower pot, probably something from the cargo. I reckon it was. Makes sense. I like their thinking face.
君も言っていたね。影が現れる直前、かすかなバンという音がしたと。おそらく荷吊りの柵が切れて、傾いた荷物が。同感なのだわ。あの影が22度傾いていると確信を得たのも、そういえば貨物にあったラベルを見たからだもの。
You know, this girl's the kind of girl who's like who would focus on literally everything you're wearing. And she's like, oh my god, you're slightly off today. What happened? Did you cut your hair the wrong way? 10 out of 10. Someone that cares about me that much. True peak. I'm such a detective, damn it. And despite the fact that I was just staring at her emoji button, I totally still did it. God, I'm so clever. I was hoping there was an option that says it wasn't actually a spooky monster and you're cursed. Oh my god. Feel like I'm playing some Umineko shit. Am I about to try and define whether or not it's is magic involved here? Angry face, that's a new one. I don't know if I could take her seriously if like we were having an argument and she has an emoji face on there. It'd be difficult. Alright, let's go up there. Wait, why can't I move? It's fine. People do that all the time. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, this way. Okay. You know, they probably have an entire industry dedicated to making different kind of clothing attachments for various Therans. If she wants to buy it, you know what? I'll take it. If she wants to buy it, go ahead. I'm sorry. Hey, look, there's a raccoon girl. Cool cutscene. That was convenient. Why has it got a military hat on? That's kind of neat. What's this guy? Muscle man. Oh, is this? I've seen this girl before. Ooh, she was wanking her. Cute face though.
そのタヌキの飼い主ということでよくてカマノスケだよだからカマチーって呼んであげてえだからちゃんと名前があるのそのタヌキじゃなくてねそれと私は飼い主じゃないよ私たちはただの仲間でカマチーには誰の首輪もついてないから
Oh god, she's an animal rights actually, what would the animal rights world be like this? Would people who are like a rabbit girl eat rabbit stew? Like how far do they feel they're different from like the actual animals based, you know?
それは私としたことが無礼だったのだわ
Alice, stop being pulled into the to the rhythm of someone who sent a fucking animal to tease you at night. Which way?
おっと文句を言いに来たのは僕たちなのになぜかアリスの肌色が悪いぞまあカマチ本人は気にしないって言ってるしこの話はここまで
He's a fucking he couldn't even speak.
それで本日は危機開会にどんなご用ですか私は浮波ゆずはここは長期兵に名だたる工事の工芸品
Did they? Okay, did she fucking set up a ghost attack to try and make the rich girl come and buy a bunch of shit? That's kind of clever.
そうなのじゃなくて私たちお買い物に来たわけじゃないのだわ浮波さんあなたのことは存じ上げないけれど昨夜はあなたとお仲間からのいたずらで大変な迷惑を被った
Was it an attempt? I wonder if this was an attempt to get business.
ショックカマチーの挨拶気に入ってくれると思ったのに挨拶悪いけどおっしゃってる意味がわからないのだわわからないってことはないんじゃないだって先にいたずらしてきたのはそっちだもんね
What?
ポーセルメックスは徹底的に調査して英比地区のみんなを納得させるそう言ったよねでも結局専門家で構成されるはずの調査チームには何も知らないただの女の子が紛れてるでしょ
I'm gonna say this right now, Miss Yuzuha. Although I appreciate your position on the matter, this is very clearly a case of you just simply do not understand what's going on behind the scenes. Like, come on. You're gonna take it out on this girl who was forced onto the fucking team, for the name recognition alone? Like, come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame the tops guys. I'm gonna blame the random little girl they forced in. Come on. Oh, and she's falling for it. Come on, you.
バカ野郎おいユズハ本人の前だぞさすがに言い方ってもんがあんだろ
マナト前から言いたかったんだけどさせっかくのコワモテなんだからもうちょい生かそうとか思わないの
I'm gonna defend Alice.
すまないちょっといいかな
Damn straight, I'm gonna defend her.
MX が呼んだ調査監督チームには確かに体裁以上のものを感じられなかった
みんなしかしあれだけ権威ある専門家たちが揃っていながら誰一人ポーセルメックスに逆らえない現状がある。それでタイムフィールド家のお嬢さんだけを狙うのはあまり納得がいかないな。
It's probably because she looks like she's an easy one to attack.
ユズハが弱い者いじめしてるって言いたいんだ。
Yes, I am. I am correct. You have correctly asserted what I'm saying. Considering that animals can commit cannibalism rather easily, I don't think it's a big deal for some of the theory types. That's true, I guess. Yeah.
思い出した。あなたのこと知ってるよ。適当館で見習いをやってるアキラ先生でしょ。結構ズバッと言うんだね。
Thank you for saying nice things about me, but do not skip the point that I'm trying to make.
確かに。ユズハも大人げなかったかも。ごめんね。もうしない。
Okay, that was quick.
そう言ってくれて感謝なのだわ。
Yeah, leave her alone. Don't fucking throw rocks through people's windows anymore. That's a bad thing. Donk donk. Bad
あん
redhead.
まり感謝してそうには見えないけど。ねえ、昨日の夜のやつ、そんな根に持つようなことだった？
I think you've definitely underestimated how actually effective things like that could be against people's mental states. Poor little Ours here is literally the stereotype of a rabbit, ready to fucking run at the drop of a
誤
hat.
解なのだわ。未熟な私がこうして調査監督チームにいるのは事実。公ただ一つ。あなたが私を何もしタイムフィールド家は厳格な家風のもと、祖父も父もエーテル産業に従事してきた学者の系譜。
Yeah, where's her father? If her grandfather's like, yeah, where's her?
家庭教育でホローとエーテルの知識を体系的に学んできたの。うわ、マナとこの人どうしちゃったの？不思議ちゃん度合いで言ったらあなたといい勝負だね。
What's wrong with Minato? He's just got big muscles.
誰が不思議ちゃんだっての？
ねえあなた、ずいぶんお勉強には自信があるんだね。じゃあこのへんてこな工事のかけら何かわかる？
A porcelain shard, high purity. From the looks of it, it was probably used to be part of a large device. Okay. What's this?
これは工事のかけらというよりそれに気のせいかもしれないけれど一瞬不快な気配を感じた。まるでサクリファイスの時。
Oh my god, it's an evil piece. It's an evil one.
あら？これは大きなオブスキュラの一部なのだわ。
The fuck is Obscura?
オブスキュラ？
Obscura is a drug in 40k. Random knowledge time. Who is the thag on the left? Was that? Oh, here's Minato. So yeah, you can go for him all you want. He's come up a little bit. He's like just hanging out in the area. I guess this is the quest where he gets involved more.
実験用反応機の一種なのだわ。エーテル物質をオブスキュラの中に入れると、工事の特殊な性質によって徐々に空気と接触させることができるの。研究者たちはこれを使ってエーテルがホローを離れた後の経過を観察できるのだわ。高価な実験機材ではあるけれど、別に変なものではないと思うわ。表層にコーティングがないのを見る限り、製造過程で割れてしまったものでしょうね。
Oh, rabbit, not just an empty head in there.
製造過程で割れたか。こいつはやっぱり妙だな。
Well, I mean, yeah, it's fucking broken, isn't it?
どうマナト、ユズハの勘は間違いないって言ったでしょ。こんな風にこいつの正体が分かっちゃうなんて超ラッキー。
Can somebody explain?
つまり何があったのか説明してもらえるかい？
ボス、ポーセルメックスの連中がホローの中で生産リストにないバカ高い工事製品を作ってる可能性があるんです。表向きは安い製品を作ってることになってて、当然労働者の給料やら帳簿上の利益やらはそっち基準なんですよ。差額をちょろまかしてる誰かがいるってわけだ。
Oh yeah, literally that happens all the
そうい
time.
うこと。普段英比地区の工場ではオブスキュラなんて大層なもの作ってない。
このかけらはどこで見つけたんだ？
Someone's doing a little bit of double dipping, I
就
see.
労医からうちの店に届いた材料に紛れてたの。あそこの人たちはホローで出た工事製品の廃材をリサイクルしてて、 パパはそれで工芸品を作ってるんだ。マナと修道院に行こう。これの製造元が分かればポーセルメックスの内なる腐敗ってやつを暴け。ちょっと私は平気平気。あなたビビリみたいだし、わざわざチクったりなんてしないもんね。
Yuzuha, you really seem like fucking pushing the envelope, don't you?
当然しないのだわ。でもいいこと、それは私がビビリだからじゃなくって、タイムフィールド家を継ぐ者として
Poor rabbit
王国に
girl.
戻る
She's
行い
being
はし
bullied.
ないからなのだわ。
Stop bullying the rabbit girl.
オブスキラのこと、もっと浮波さんに聞きたいかもしれないけれど、今の私の立場では悩みを解決してくれてありがとう。私、
Oh, that's nice.
あのお嬢様と一緒に帰らなかったね。本当に聞きたい。
Why do I get? Why do I want to join?
同行してもいいかな。あのかけら
Ah, that's a good. No, fair enough. There was a weird sense of the
それ
sacrifice
に
there.
フォローの
いいよ、大歓迎。ユースハたちったら今日はついてる。手がかりだけじゃなくて、ミヤズマの専門家兼プロ棋士まで来てくれちゃった。
She just says everything she thinks out loud, doesn't she?
まあ、ふかすなよ、ユズハ。アキラ君が怖がんだろうが。
I mean, I'm already scared. Everyone always knows that girls who wear like fucking over like little fucking coat things like this are always red flags to fucking the bone. Like we all know that. Come on, it's red flags to the bone with characters like this. Every girl I've ever met who wear like a little like overcoat thing like this pink thing, all were fucking bananas.
マナと尻尾が扇風機みたいにブンブンしてなかったら威勢の良さは満点だったのにね。
So wait, are they like brother and sister? Then what? Huh? Wait a minute. They're brother and sister? No, you. Okay, I'm gonna use her. Yeah, familiar. Are they brothers? Oh, class. Okay, alright. I was about to say, I thought they were brother and sister for a second. Standout characters like Manito are pretty rare. They're both eye-catching and genuine. Nice people are even rarer. Aww. I see. Don't go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzuha is the one who wanted to investigate, but I also think we can't get lured to slap on the road. Alright, so yeah. What kind of place is it? An area near the shore. I saw a cutscene of them going to like a beach or something. Is this the beach part? Is this where we get to go to the beach in this game? Okay, let's go. I like it. She's moving a lot. I like her movement. It's cute. Yeah. She can be a little bratty, but I don't care as long as she's cute. That's all I care about. You see, I'm a very simple person. Oh, it's the police. It's the solid.
まだ使えないのか？修理は
申し訳ありません。修理は完了しておりますが、安全上の理由から。
安全上の理由？具体的には
申し訳ありません。自分の方では詳細を把握しておらず。というのも、ヒロプ上はポーセルメックス
ならば、修道院に
私の知る限り。
残念だ。
Oh, I want to go to the beach.
観光でしたら、ロープウェイでラマニアン島沿岸はどうでしょう。
君の言い分だと海辺の居住区。
そういうつもりでは。
君を困らせたいわけじゃない。とにかく。
I want the beach episode. Beach episode.
仕方ないから。
I'm reading a memoir and this male lead is so delusional it's hilarious. What do you mean? I got one of those. I'm not bonkers. Oh, you know, there's a lot of delusional male leads and characters in a lot of manhwas. In fact, there's just delusional people in manhwas all the time. It's kind of half the fun. No! Fluffy hair!
キュート陥落で家をなくした人たちがたくさん住んでるの。今も大変な暮らしをしてて、ポーセルメックス的には調査監督チームの人が現地で余計なことを聞いたらな。
There's gotta be another way, right? Can't be like one way down to somewhere. Yeah,
そうだよ。他に道はないなんて。ポーセルメックス。
一応歩いても行けるっす。
上にある道路を山の裏まで回り込んできゃ下っ。
ちょいとかかるって。私たちをマナトみたいな体力お化けと一緒にしないでよね。
Just carry us, mister. Oh my god, he could!
二人くらいならまとめて背負っていけら。
Hell yeah, let's do that.
もうムキになんないでよ。ちょっと愚痴っただけじゃん。
Yeah, this Yuzaha girl likes teasing. She's a bit of a brat. I like it.
でもポーセルメックスのダミアンって用心深いもん。
Omaha Beach episode. Oh my god, we're gonna run out of the businesses. Immediate hard. We get to the beach. Immediate hard cut to fucking opening up of the fucking landing craft and getting shredded by Hitler's buzzsaw.
確かにな。じゃあ俺とユズハで先見てくるか。アキラ君。
Shortly after they leave, and I go and tell Belle what happened. And Belle responds, "I'll go and read a book in the bedroom." Can you sense anything? No! No! I don't like this implication. No! I hate it. I hate it. I want Belle to be as good as I am. Well, at least she's coming in fucking the robot. See, I've been obsession with keeping those damn twins together because I like them as main characters, even though I know I'm supposed to only be one of them. I don't like the other one being thrown off to the side. There's too much character and fun between them. Wait, what the fuck did I... Oh, shit. Ooh, there's a thing over here. Mine! Even though I don't really focus on those. Ooh, I'm up high. Oh, there they are. Look, you can look at Big Fluffy Tail. I have to ask to touch Fluffy Tail. She does not have a... Wait. Oh, she... Oh, I was about to say... I was like, wait, she's got a tail? Oh, that's not a tail. That's the fucking raccoon she keeps. I think you've been a bit... actually, I think you've been a bit on edge ever since you saw that rich girl. I don't want Wise to think you're a mean person. Aww. It doesn't matter if people think I'm mean. Ooh. I'm here. What's up? Perfect timing. Just finished our investigation, and Damien has, as you expected, taken care of the mountain path too. Blocked them off temporarily and prohibited residents from passing through. Ooh. I like the hair. It's long. Long hair is always a big thing for me. Killer AI that can perfectly work out with surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols. Yeah, pretty handy, right? Good thing the princess isn't here right now, or she'd definitely do it. Absolutely not, you cannot do that. Alright, let's go. Combat time. Let's see how these guys play. I've never actually used these characters, even on I've never actually rolled them, actually, because, big note, I have, actually hardly rolled in this game at all, despite the fact that I have 17,000. Okay. Alright, alright. Okay. Okay. Cool. What the fuck? I like the boots. And like, yeah, she's look at that like image she has up in the top left corner. Wow, like, oh, special EX ability inflicts sweet scare on enemies when this is triggers flavor match, causing them to continuously take damage. Land hits. Use her birds. Use a basic attack. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna fuck around. I like it. I like it. She's neat. Which way do I go? Where? Jump, 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 bump, bump, bump. Wait, what? It's like she's got a tail, but she doesn't. God damn, they make her dress jiggle so much, which is ridiculous because. Oh look, we have Belle in a little form. So who's for? Ah, it's Alice. Ah, of course it is. Of course she screams.
アリス、怖がらないでいい。僕たちだ。
Just us.
アキラだったの。びっくりしたのだわ。こっそりユズハたちをつけてたくせに、どうしてそっちがびっくりするかな。
Because she's a rabbit. It's a stereotype, but it's also true.
で、何しに来たの？浮波さん、駒野さん。戻ってからよく考えてみたのだけど、せっかく調査。忠告してあげるけど、人からどう思われるかばっかり気にしてた。
I mean, it doesn't really matter to her. Because, you know, she has silly number money where she could buy a country, probably. If countries even existed in the Hollow World anymore.
ユズハはあんたがポーセルメックスに報復されんのを心配してんだ。そうは。は？
まだとうるさい。
Don't push yourself too hard.
アリス、気持ちは嬉しいけれど、無理はしないでくれ。
Yeah, do what you want to do.
アキラ、ありがとう。私は大丈夫だから。
Well, I need her to come along because then I can see her in a beach outfit. I mean, I mean, she can find her confidence.
ブラックウッド氏は態度こそ強硬だけど、少なくとも契約は守る人だと聞いてるのだわ。私たちのやっていることが今回の安全調査に関わって、それと浮波さん、あなたの言葉は確かにもっともだけれど、私がそれに迎合していたら結局人からどう思われるかを気にしてることになるのだわ。タイムフィールド家を継ぐ者として。
She's rich, she can have all the chances she wants.
さっきの話も聞いた。
Oh god, wait! Wise, we need to marry her because we can get all the money in the world. Holy shit. Marry into money. I have to... Is there a way to look up whether or not whether I can marry multiple people in this game? Like, does the universe here accept multiple... is a harem end a possibility? Because we could just marry all the rich girls and be the wealthiest motherfucker in the city. Wait, they're not going to add a stealth mode in there, are they? When Alice's attacks hits enemies or assault build up through bladed kit, Alice stacks bladed kit maximum she can hold for street 3-stage charge. Okay. Oh. Okay. Damn. Damn. What? Okay, I like. God damn, the jiggle physics on her are a bit intense. 10 out of 10. And she... I got a fencing. That's pretty cool. If I had have run straight away, I wouldn't even got that story. Thank you, Belle. I like that you're here. Mechas that can be beat up by a bunch of random people with knives. Don't worry. I can get in through. Alright. So am I currently playing as actually Belle? Because Belle's the one who's controlling this, so for once I'm actually playing as Belle. Huh. That sword is called a rapier. That's true.
今まではお兄ちゃんがイヤスでジャンプしてたんだよね。イヤスのちっちゃい足でこんなに飛べるなんて。はい、マスターも過去に同様の発言をしていました。
What's this? Give me that stuff. I want it. Eh. Jump, jump. Jump. More jumping, more jumping, more jump. Give me all the coin. More coin. Ah. It is a cute little world thing. I heard that apparently they removed some TV or something short. Oh, ah! That was a mistake. God damn it. Wow, that's actually pretty big. Surprisingly big. Usually these things don't have this many fucking characters in them. Ah! Telling me to go that way, so I won't go that way. Give me. Good lord. This is like very sudden for such a large area. Like usually these areas and missions, like forms, only take like a few seconds. Surprising. Oh, I've opened that. That was easy. Relatively. But I got to play as Belle. I'm happy. Belle was more involved. I'm glad someone at the fucking office was like, get Belle more involved. Because as we know, any romance in this game between any of these girls and Wise is actually a tag team. I do like her. She's an interesting one. That was cool. Like the way she like attacks and then like she kind of does whatever. A fucking gun umbrella is also cool. I'll have to use her ultimate as well to find out what it looks like. Bonk. Bonk. Oh my god, I'm being secretly watched. I have a stalker. So this is the poor people town. I'm just gonna randomly breathe. Okay, I can get here now. Oh god, I can go in the water. Let's go! Oh. Worst game, 0 out of 10. Why are there rocket ships here? Legitimately, what the fuck are rocket ships doing here? I don't get it. Why are there rockets? Are they not rockets? Are they like crane things or something? Well, let's go to this kid. AUA.
最近はいつも来てる気がするけど。パパったら最近腰やっちゃってね。ゆずはが代わりに来てあげてるんだよ。でもよ、そうやって学校サボってっと。
It's not really common that you see like the form of referring to oneself in a different way that you see in a lot of Japanese things. Like a lot of that, like for example, like you'll have characters that'll, instead of saying I'm going to this thing, they'll say detectives going to this thing instead. It's very common with women in particular.
あなたの大好きな風船ガムカマチーが全部消しゴムにすり替えちゃうかもよなんてね。実はフォローで実習の予定だったんだけど、最近はラマニアンフォローが物騒でしょ。だから実習は中止になって全員合格ってことになったんだ。
相変わらず運がいいな。うちの兄ちゃんなんて去年ホロー実習で3回も落第して、しばらくはフォローを見ただけで吐きそうになってたのに。で、ゆずは姉ちゃん、どんな材料が欲しいんだ？見てよ、この工事の原石なんていい色だぜ。髪の白い女の幽霊から兄ちゃんがぶんどったんだ。
髪の白い
Alice, ghosts aren't real. Stop being stupid.
へへん、そうだぜ。兄ちゃんがポーセルメックスの荷物をフォロー
I'll
へ
have to
運んでたら、
punch you and put you
な
in
ぜかそこ
rabbit
に
stew.
工事の石が
Don't make me bring up that exact one fucking scene from Lord of the Rings. Fucking boil him, nab him, put him in a stew. Spooky
真っ
ghost.
白な髪をした女で、鳥みたく金色の翼が生えてたんだ。
Oh, isn't that the girl?
幽霊に決まってる。
Isn't that the girl that like the Exaltus summoned? Who I believe was a variant of the memories of
ゾクッと
Shifu?
冷たくなったんだってさ。
Or Xianshan or whatever. I can't remember what they call it, how to pronounce it. Fucking Chinese names. Bonk. Yeah.
デコピンはないだろう。工事の商売で大事なのは物語を売ること。ゆずは姉ちゃんの受け売りなんだけど。
Yeah, it won't work on this girl
だ
though.
からってそんな雑っぽい物語じゃねえ。先週は近くの山道で変なため息を聞いたって言いふらしてたよね。もう新バージョンができたの？
I don't know how ghost stories would help you sell some.
でも
I
本
guess.
当だって。一緒にいたメロウもダンテも同じため息を聞いたって言ってた。
山道で変なため息。
I feel like this girl has a very, like Alice has extraordinarily low defensive mechanisms towards things like this.
あれは本当ってことは、女の幽霊の方はだいぶ持ったってことでいいの？
そうやって上げ足を取るんだから。けど兄ちゃんはゆうべずっと白い何かにビビり散らかしてたんだ。
Yeah, probably the monster from the Exaltus. See, this is decent. Also, I like that. Like the way they got their eyes and the way she's like. It's clear that someone clearly wanted to go with the teasing girl approach for her design. I don't know if they've got it perfectly, but I do like what they've got here.
けど買ってあげる代わりに一つ教えてもらいたいことがあるの。
That's the thing.
前にうちまで届けてくれた材料の中にこんなのがあったんだよね。
僕のじゃないよ。多分メロウかファンおじさんのじゃないかな。
そっか。
僕たちも手伝おうか。
そうだね。じゃあ手分けしよっか。私とマナとはファンおじさんを探しに行くから、アキラくんはお嬢様とメロウのとこへ行ってみて。
All right,
それじゃあ出発なのだわ。
come on, rabbit girl. Oh my god, thing that I'm grabbing even though I don't really care. There's another one over there I saw, wasn't there? You can't hide from me, cargo truck. Alright, let me ask this child that is selling... What? What the fuck is that? That's not a great way to sell something, buddy. Really? Oh, I see. Well, Alice is rich, so you could just give him money. Oh no! Oh, he's okay. So it's not a ploy to get money. He's upset. Oh, poor kid. I could fix your toy. Oh yeah, this thing. Guide the sphere on the curveball. One in sequence. The unnumbered can be passed in any order. Use reverse to change the direction. Oh god, they're actually adding more things. Okay, so we need that one. That one. Wait, what the fuck? How am I gonna get to that one then? What is the reverse thing? Okay, what if I... Can we, like, do some weird shit? How am I supposed to... Oh, almost. Almost. There we go. I think I got it. Haha! I'm a genius.
それじゃあ坊や、この工事のかけらがどこから来たのか、お姉さん。坊や。
でも母さんが言ってたよ。最近はポーセルメックスがよそ者をシャットアウトしてるって。なのにお姉ちゃんたちのことは見かけたことないし。
Damn, kid's more loyal to his... Damn, kid's loyal to fucking his parents. He's gonna go far. That said, you could always charge us a little bit of extra money. Mum won't be... let's see, what would I... You know what? I want to impress this girl that I'd like to get married so I can get her money. Looking back into the stream, something cringe happened in my manhwa. Yes, the worst part. The worst part. The cringe. We're reading a manhwa, and then the cringe happens, and you're like, oh, God, and you just stop reading. That's happened to me multiple times. I'll be reading some shit, and the cringe will happen, and I'll just, like, die inside and be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking move. This is not for me, sons. I'm gonna say right now, this girl seems like Alice seems like she's so sheltered that she could be one-shot by Wise being slightly nice to her.
それでバオロンおじさんの名字はリーだもん。浮波じゃないよ。ゆずは姉ちゃんがおじさんに引き取られたってのはみんな知ってるはずなのに。
Damn it. We didn't know that she was a filthy adoption. Cursed. Ruined. Hello, teasing girl.
ゆずは姉ちゃん。この色の濃いコーチがどこから来たかメロの知ってるよ。それはダンテが見つけたやつだから絶対高く売れるって言うから僕がそんなことないよって言い返してそれで喧嘩になったんだ。僕のおもちゃを壊されてだから僕もあいつのディニーガンを壊した。
Dini gun. I was about to say, I thought he meant an actual gun, so it's like, bro broke my toy, so I just took his 1911 and threw it in a fucking river. Like, what? Why does the kid look wise? He kind of does, actually, yeah. Yeah, he kind of does. Now, but the color of the hair is a little bit more closer to Rin. Oh, no. Oh, God, so this is where they put the incestuous kids. Oh, no. We can't bring that up in again. Pull a prank on Mello to spook him. It's funny. I couldn't help it. No, you can't tell me what to do. I knew she'd impressed. See, look at her face. That is so cute. I don't know what this kind of kind of mildly teasing, pranking kind of character. It activates my fucking neurons like like crazy. Like what the fuck?
石を張るのはやめよ。ダンテのことが心配なんでしょね。じゃあ僕を騙してたんだね。でも分かったよ。ダンテと仲直りしてくれ。それじゃあもう行くね。
Bye bye boy。
じゃ情報も手に入ったし、私たちもとっととダンテを探しに行こっか。It develops dopamine in your brain. It does. It does. It makes me go, oh, look, her eyes are slightly upturned and she's like holding her hand towards her mouth and is saying something teasing. I'm like, neuron activation, go. God damn it, look at it. The fuck? She's so cute. What the fuck?
Alice is like on feelings on her sleeve direct, whereas fucking redhead teaser girl is like the perfect foil.
全然いいよ。ゆずはが幼女なのは本当だし。それに家のない私を引き取ってくれたのは優しいパパだった。それはすっごくラッキーなことだもん。
That does sound pretty
不思
lucky.
議なのはあなたの方。タイムフィールドなんて名家も名家でしょ。英比地区に来るのは何もあなたじゃなくてよかった。
Yeah, where's her dad or something? Come on.
それはうちの一族は
Oh.
もうあまり人がいないのだわ。父が数年前に事故で他界し、
I see.
以降は私と祖父の二人きり。
Yes, it was an unfortunate accident where a bunch of hunting dogs found him and ripped him to shreds. I genuinely need her clothes. I envy so many characters in games like that because of their clothes, but I'm broke. You know what? Real. There's a lot of fucking outfits of anime characters and anime, like, fucking characters that are so good that I want them. I want them. I'm not even a big fashion person. I barely leave the fucking house, but I want them.
あなたもいろいろ大変なんだね。
Although women at least get better options. I mean, sure, I could put on a dress and go out there, but I'd look like a fucking idiot.
とにかくゆずはの身の上なんて気にしなくていいから。そうやってペコペコしてばっかりじゃダメだよ。あなたはちゃんと教育を受けたお嬢さん。わかったのだわ。
Alice always taking things at face value.
じゃ、行こうか。
But the teasing girl is starting to realize that she's a good person.
この上の階、すぐ着くよ。
Alright, let me go find Dante and his Inferno. Oh my god, look. What's she taking a picture of? Oh shit, what? There's actually a thing on that? Wait, well, what is she looking at? Hey, how did you get here? I thought you...
イゾルデさん、このディニーガンまだ直せるかな。
もちろんお姉さんは軍にいたんだ。もっと複雑な銃だって直せると思う。トリガーにつながるロッドが外れているだけだから。
No, it would be funny if she's like, your toy gun is ruined. Here, take this real gun. Detective and maid outfit by 2027. You know, you'd have to pay me a lot of money. Actually, would I be willing to? I think everyone. I am a big believer of to a certain degree. Everyone has a price. You'd look like an icon. Trust me, detective. Put on the skirt. Yeah, of course. I'd get more viewers, right? Guys, where are the viewers? Come on. I'm putting on the skirt. Where are the viewers? Jesus. How much money? I actually don't really know. I think that would come down to... Because, like, you got to think about this. People ask, how much money would you take to do something? The answer isn't as simple as, oh, I'll take $1,000. The answer is more like, how much money can I weasel out of it given a circumstance? For example, let's say I am talking to a wealthy person. I'm like, oh, I could get a lot of money out of this, like, if they want this to happen. And then I could also change the circumstance, like, oh, where am I wearing it? When am I wearing it? How much am I wearing it? And how much are you going to pay for it? And is it going to be an hourly wage? And also, am I considered a prostitute? And do I care at that point? I'll just hang out with all the OnlyFans girls and we can discuss new tricks and stuff.
よし、これでいいんじゃないかな。4人ともなかなか肝が据わっているね。ならこういった方がいいか？次は実弾だ。
Oh, she's gonna shoot me? Hell yeah. With a woman like you, I'd take it. Don't shoot me, Seren.
降参だ。イゾルテさん、防衛軍を代表して来ているあなたが、ポーセルメックスの言いつけを破ってこんなところに。
Hell yeah. God damn. I like seaweed hair. I don't think she's going to be a rollable character, but I think she's really cute.
交渉ごとに長けているのだな、アキラ君。いかにも、私も諸君と同じく秘密裏にここを。
Detective becomes a Discord kitten crossed off my bingo card. Not on the bingo card in the first place, but more importantly, I'm not a Discord kitten. I am a streamer and a YouTuber. First, I need to make other people my Discord kittens. You've got it all the wrong way around. Everyone needs to be my Discord kitten, god damn it. You should be wearing the fucking cat ears and maid outfits. God damn it. In fact, that should be something I enforce upon everyone.
ゆずは姉ちゃん、大丈夫だよ。イゾルデさんは悪い人じゃないから。昔から毎年僕たちに会いに来てくれるんだ。
Oh, the military lady comes in here. You're a regular.
常連だったのか。あのスタッフさんの前では、英比地区は
私は防衛軍の誠意を示すためにいるんだ。余計な揉め事は起こさないに限るだろう。私はここで。
She's actually really cute. What the fuck? For a non-rollable character, what the absolute fuck? Why is she so cute? Another example. She's just a normal character. Now, she's more of an NPC vibe, but like, she's still pretty cute. I have to comment on what you just said. I have no comment. Hey, I may or may not force everyone to wear cat ears and maid outfits, but that's a sacrifice you're willing to make. Right, everyone? Right? Right? I'll just have to tag the whole Discord and be like, I've got the cat ears ready for you. Sorry, I've been playing too much Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm really interested in theory and tail touching. Why are the jiggly physics so jiggly? Yeah, I know. It's like the endless jiggle physics is just like so jiggly. But you've seen fucking nothing. Real cute like stuff was like. What? This kid's going crazy. No, the real jiggle physics was like the last arc where we had Fuyan or whatever, and when she moved, her ass was like made of cake. It was ridiculous. Good lord. Well, probably because like going into the military in a world where the entire like world is literally one fucking city is essentially a guarantee of when something goes wrong, your son will die. He's running away. Ah, it's just a kid, you know, you see him. Oh, this is the part where she says, I don't want him to join them.
いつもおじさんがおじさんがって言ってるくらいだから、あの子にとってはうちの旦那よりおじさんの方がよっぽどすごいみたい。会ったこともないのにね。
Kids idolize people all the time. God damn, I'm still feeling a bit ill.
最近はどうだ？
まあまあかしら。私と旦那が仕事に行ってる間、ダンテも他の子と工事の廃材を拾いに行けるようになったからね。
そうか。あまり多くはないが。この金を受け取ってくれ。
これはあなたのお金？それとも防衛軍からの遺族保障？
防衛軍からだ。
嘘ばっかり。防衛軍が保証をくれるつもりならとっくに支払ってたはずよ。弟が受けるべき敬意は軍からのものでなければいけないから。そのお金は。I
see. So the uncle was her brother and was probably someone who died in the military.
いいえ、時々じゃないわね。キュートがあんなことになってからずっと思ってる。弟の死も、あなたたちの今までの頑張りも、何の意味もなかったって。
You know, I kind of get that, considering the military of this city is designed to save them, but, like, literally the military has been pushed back so fucking... Like, this is like... You don't get it from, like, what you see, but the whole world is ruined. This is an apocalyptic scenario. Those hollow things have covered the rest of the fucking world, apparently. There's just this city left. So, yeah, the military has been having a bad time, but then again, even if they're getting pushed back, you're still here, aren't you?
マクシムや他の戦友たちの努力がなければ、ダンテ君のような子供たちがこうして浜辺を自由に走り回れる日は来なかったろう。
Pretty much.
もちろん、あの時防衛軍が受けた損害は甚大だった。05フォローを鎮圧できなかったことで、今でも市民たちが私たちに向ける目は冷ややかだ。 悲しみに暮れる遺族にしかるべき保障が行き渡らず、犠牲となった兵士たちの名誉を守ることもできなかった。
Hollow Knight? Oh my god! It's all there, it's connected. Ah, my shit. They're all connected. It's the Hollow Knight game. I knew it.
すまない。君たちは本来もっと良い場所で暮らすことができたはずなのに。昔の戦友を忘れないで、こうして毎年会いに来てくれるだけで十分嬉しいわ。はあ、こんな昔話するつもりじゃなかったのに、過去は過去として受け入れるしかないわね。
You might say that was a little bit on the nose, but the fact that they did it was useful. There's a lot of elements that I think Zenless, Zone Zero, and a lot of other Hoyoverse games really show off their chops of what they've learned from making so much gacha games and developing their lore and world. I think it's other games tend to ignore or miss a little bit, or stumble with, as we've seen in Enfield.
そうだな。あ、ごめんね、ゆずはちゃん。久しぶりに友達が来てくれたものだから。
God, I really like her eyes. Look at her eyes. Those are gorgeous
あの
eyes.
子がどこかから拾ってきた工事のことで。
そうだったの。あの子ったらすねて飛び出してっちゃったけど、きっと浜辺に行ったんだと思うわ。しばらくしたらケロッとして戻ってくると思うから。
ありがとうおばさん。でもやっぱり浜辺まで行ってみようかな。ダンテくらいの年頃の子って私たちが思ってる以上に悩みが多いから。
I get the vibe that like her kind of deal is that she's very, you know, she's very teasing, she's like pranking kids and stuff, but she's a lot more in tune with the other kids around. Like that's the vibe they're like showing off, I think. Damn, I'd fuck her. I mean, what? Yeah, they didn't have enough money. I'm all ears. No, she's all ears. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and him. My former unit wasn't responsible for the Hollow front line. We were tasked with retrieving crucial supplies from inside Hollow Zero and providing disaster relief along the border of the peninsula. So you're heroes too. Yeah, indeed. Back then we took pride in running into battlefield, doing what we could for the city. Why are you still working with the military? Well, that's what you get in that sense. Yeah, you don't, you know, that seems a little bit thing, but I wouldn't have asked that personally. If someone's working for something, it's clear they believe in it. I suppose what you call a useful person. Should we overhear our conversation on the mountain path? Oh. Nothing. I don't have any more questions. Well, if she was following us, it's not that much of an issue. If the corpos found out, we'd be in trouble.
少し気持ちが変わったな。
イゾルデさんは元軍人。それもいろいろ経験してるようなのだわ。
You know, for a poor neighborhood, it's kind of nice. Oh, look, they even have food things here. That looks nice. There's a cat! Alright, let's go to the child. Child, tell me your secrets. I wish to know.
よう、ダンテ。
マナと兄ちゃんにゆずはね。
今日はもともとダンテが拾った工事について聞きたかったんだ。
マナと多分前半は余計だったよ。
マナと兄ちゃんはいつもそうだよね。ありがとう。分かってるんだ。母さんが心配してるのも。命がけで戦ったのに誰も褒めてくれなかったおじさんのことをずっと引きずってて、誰にももうそんな思いはさせたくないって。だから母さんの辛さはちゃんと分かってる。イゾルデさんも前に言ってたけど、旧と陥落で軍人だった大黒柱を亡くしちゃったお家はたくさんあるって。
See, you look at this moment. Like, I just want to throw this out here. Damn, he's fucking... You're really into Minato, aren't you? You really want to hit Minato up. MILF? Wait, who said MILF? No. But, it's one of the things I kind of want to see here. Like, look at this. We're just seeing this small, like, element of, like, oh, so the large hollow happened and, like, the military can't afford to pay off, so they had to, like, be sneaky about it, about who they gave compensation to soldiers that died. The pensions weren't given out, and families went and had difficulties like this. this is a small thing, but it really develops that the world is not as easy and as, oh, the government's ideal, everyone works together, all those who work hard get their reward. And I know that's not something that happens in real life, but the reason I bring it up is because this is a natural thing to show complication in life and complication in complicated systems that is the government. Yet Enfield, even in the new area I've gone, all of the people are shown as like perfect. The government is ideal. All people work together perfectly. There's no like mild disagreements. There's no changes from like, oh, there's something happening, we should do something, and people arguing or discussing. There's no conflict. I feel like I'm watching Star Trek's first season when no one's allowed to fuck and have any, like, Star Trek is a good show, but in Star Trek it's notable that a lot of the main characters weren't allowed to have interpersonal conflict. In this case, and all the conflict had to come from outside. In this case, for Enfield, it was like, there's no conflict in the societies. It's always outside of the society. The society feels so utopic, yet they want to treat us like it's a big threat coming. But the societies feel like they could fight against anything. And I think that's the big issue. I think what Enfield needs is they need to like really buff the enemy. What would be great is if we went through fucking Wulong or whatever, Wulun, and instead of like ending with us winning the story, the city was destroyed. For example, if the ending of Valley 4 or whatever ended with us absolutely having Valley 4 get fucking obliterated off the map, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Would it happen? No. But it would be an amazing twist and turn around to really build up the enemies, because if you're gonna have only external enemies, those external enemies really need to be a threat. And especially if you've got no other interesting elements. Because it doesn't have to have like internal things like this, like with the military element here. This isn't like a threat. This isn't a, you know, a deal thing that the main characters are here to deal with. That's just a natural element. And it's interesting. But if you don't have things like this to be interesting, you need to make the enemies interesting, or at the very least threatening. Which in Enfield, they lack. Even if they are a bit cooler in Wuling. Well, he wants to change it. I'm going to say you've really impressed me. Because don't fucking crush a child's dreams. Even if you like don't agree with him going to the military. I reckon I support him. Yeah. This is literally... Yeah. Always support him. No, she's come to pick you up to take you to the military school, and then they're going to give you a gun and have the first child soldier forces go forth. Yay! See, like, elements like this, the military isn't some defined, just a flat public service. The military has its own political positions and own elements. It's a fun element to add to a story. Because here's a truth that a lot of people don't think about in modern democracies. A military force is a political force. The military is the real power behind any elected governments. The truth is that force is really the defining trait of all national borders and national existences. If you don't have force, you don't exist. Even for countries that don't possess military, such as tiny countries, the reality is they're assured of their existence by highly integrated allies. Military forces define existence. So the idea in Western societies is that, you know, they don't get involved in politics, and ideally they don't. But a lot of countries, they do. And even in countries like our countries, like Western countries, they also have a position to be made. And in a world like this, where we have one city remaining, and literally it's life or death, of course the military has its own positions and political elements. Now, are they over the top, like, oh, the military wants to take control? Not necessarily. They don't have to be. But just existing is fun for me in thinking about that. I don't agree with this kid wanting to commit war crimes, but I'd be damned if I'd crush a kid's dreams. Damn straight. If a kid came up to me and said, I want to capture prisoners of war, and I want to take them out back and execute them unlawfully, I'll be like, you can do it, kid. I believe in you. You'll be the next Bosnian war criminal. I truly know you'll surpass the Serbians.
母上がとても心配していたぞ。彼女に対して怒っているわけではないのなら早く帰ってやるといい。
わかったよ。
Where'd you get this thing?
この工事のかけらのこと覚えて。
ああ、これ3日前くらいかな。午前中に船で釣りに出かけた時拾ったんだ。岸から3キロくらい離れた長いことあそこで待ってたら、このかけらがフォローの方から流れてくるのが見えてさ。
私の見間違いでなければこれはオブスキュラ。なるほど。君たちが修道院に来た理由がな。
Thank you for understanding.
さしてくれて助かるよ。
The Defense Force getting involved in some political elements, like, let's stay away from that.
疑問があるとしたら、どうしてオブスキュラのかけらがフォローから漂流してきたのかしら。ラマニアン島って水の流れがたくさんあるから地下に川なんかもあったりするの。このかけらは何かの拍子に水に落ちてそのまま流れてきちゃったんじゃないかな。ただフォローがあれだけ大きいからどこから来たのかってなると絞り込めないかもね。
近くにあるフォローの出口をフェアリーに片っ端から探してもらうか。
実は計算で割り出す方法がある。そうだダンテ君、母上に疎まれている上によく壊れるディニーガン、いっそ。
え、まあ別にいいけど。
もしかしたらこのお兄さんやお姉さんの役に立つかもしれない。さあアキラ君。
What? Why am I getting this cool little Denny gun? I want to shoot guns, bullet thing settings. Nice. Nice.
腕を高く上げろ。岸に対して垂直に。
Okay. I'm littering. Okay. Can I also place some heavy-duty car batteries in the ocean? They're hungry. The ocean is hungry for heavy-duty car batteries.
撃ったディニーが水面を漂っていくのだわ。
時間を計り始めた。あのディニーはしばらくしたら岸辺まで来るはずだ。だがフォローによる潮汐と風の双方に影響を受けているため、今日のラマニアンフォローの活性レポートを確認してみよう。ああ、3日前のあのディニーの密度はオブスキュラの破片とほぼ同じ。
Ah, she's a smart lady. I like that.
僕たちは運がいいようだな。
多分ゆずは姉ちゃんがいるからだよ。いっつもびっくりするくらい運がいいんだから。傘を忘れた日は雨が降ってても下校前に止むし、こないだは1ヶ月くらいソーダを買うたびにもう1本が当たってたんだから。
Jesus Christ, that's actually ridiculously lucky.
工事のかけらが流れてきたのもひょっとしてゆずは姉ちゃんに必要だったから。
That's a pretty good superpower, honestly.
何マナと急に声出して。
なんでもねえ。
はい、絶対嘘。早く言って。3、2、1。
マジでなんでもねえって。ただゆずはの名字を思い出してさ。
浮波さんの名字？
Oh, something serious? The music stopped.
ほら、ゆずはのパパはリーだから。
What does that mean?
変でしょ？リー・ゆずは。自分の子供になる以上、そんなセンスのない名前は許せないって。ゆずはがどうやってパパのところに来たかをヒントに別の名字をくれたの。
Wait, I don't get that. What's so bad about Lee Yuzuha? Is this a Chinese thing?
リーさんという方はとても。
浮波。それがお父さんと君が出会ったきっかけだと。
うん。ゆずはは海からどんぶら流れてきて、修道院の海岸でパパに拾われたんだ。
Oh, good dog. How old was she when she was
そう
found?
だったの。それは海難事故とかで。違うよ。知ってた？実はラマニアンフォローには竜宮城があるの。ゆずは、そこのお姫様だったんだ。
Oh, true, true.
家来たちに大事にされて毎日幸せに暮らしてたけど、
Okay, is Alice this stupid? Is she immediately going to accept this and or consider it?
勢いでその人についてっちゃったんだよね。こっちに来たら竜宮城の場所もすっかり忘れて、それでみんなが言うところの孤児ってことになっちゃった。それ、おとぎ話みたい。舞台がラマニアンフォローになってはいるけれど。
まあ、見たいっつうか、まんまだからな。
もう、聞いたことあるからってちゃちゃ入れないでよ。
I'm pretty sure, Yuzuha, no one was going to believe you were a magical princess from a palace inside a hollow. Okay, maybe Alice might have.
潮の流れっていろんなものをこの浜辺に運んでくれるんだから。
I wonder if the story is going to be regarding her family. It might be interesting. The game does a very good job of setting up a lot of the stories that come about in this.
随分使っていなかったとはいえ、軍で学んだ地形学のスキルがこんなに錆びついているとは思わなかった。
イゾルデさん、お疲れ様。
礼には及ばない。それにタイムフィールドのお嬢さんも晩餐会の時より元気そうで何よりだ。やはり年の近い子たちといると違うらしい。諸君、それではこれにて。
Bye bye military girl.
ああ、まだ暗くなるまで時間があるし、少し様子を見に行くだけならいいだろう。
ゆずは姉ちゃん、みんなでフォローに行くの？なら僕たちの船に乗ってってよ。お手伝いできたらメロやユエもきっと喜ぶと思うし。
So, I'm going to have a bunch of children take me in an inflatable raft into a hollow. This is definitely not going to go terribly. I'm going to die. We're going to sink. It's going to be great. Speaking of dead kids, that's there's a lot of dead kids in the new anime that I'm reviewing. I won't spoil it, but there's a lot of dead kids, which does fucking narrow it down about what kind of hollow it could be. I mean, sorry, what kind of anime I'm reviewing.
見て、あそこに排水管があるよ。道は間違ってないみたい。山の上へ行くほど配管が地中に埋まってる。ごめんね。フェアリーは配管の大まかな進路を計算できるけど、
Yay!
この辺はフォローのデー
Bell!
タが限られてて、お兄ちゃん、たくさん宮妻を浄化してきたけど、体の方は大丈夫？
No, I wouldn't say don't underestimate me. I'm going to say don't worry, I'm fine. Because I wouldn't be mean to my sister.
安心してくれ。問題ない。
The way they build up that kind of worry between the two siblings is great. It's very much going in the direction of they're expecting like her or the sibling you don't choose to take a drastic action. And I appreciate it, I appreciate it.
情報によると、何年か前に閉鎖された材料の研究所があったんだって。宮妻が増える前はエーテルノードも最先端の設備が整ってたから、当時は研究員が常駐して。
これは勘っすけど、その研究所閉鎖したふりして。
それ、いかにもポーセルメックスがやりそう。
I get you. I'm gonna say nah. While these people think it's Porcelex, I reckon it's going to be. Wait! Stop! Very important, guys. Wait! I need to. Wait, here. God damn it! I can't look in. I can't tell if the jiggle physics are more intense than the other girl. Huh? Fuck! Go away. I do like your abilities. Those are very impressive abilities. Oh, I can be the other guy? I just basically won that way too quickly, so I missed out on the story. Fuck! Are there any clues? Seems sus. Kinda sus. Is this an Among Us reference? Okay, I'm sorry.
お兄ちゃん、この辺なら術法で手がかりが見つかるかも。
Damn straight. We're gonna use our skills. Our skills, because she has them too. Okay. This way. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
おや、タイヤの跡がここまで続いている。
What's this? I want it. I have hyperdentella. Yay. More hyperdentella. Yay. That's a good question. Well, yeah, there's heavy shit, so. Found an access card. Open door. And look at yes, little belly. Yes, just fucking rolling around. What the fuck? That's so cute. Oh, and more of this stuff. I don't know what I need all this for, but I'm grabbing it. I would like to carry back ridiculously heavy. Oh fuck, don't worry. I'm like really good at this. God, that's I actually really like the kits of these two. This probably because of the miasma. Damn, corruption. Corruption fucks a lot of stuff in this game. I'll sneak in using EOS. Yay! Go Belle! I believe in you! This is so great. I'm actually really liking that Belle is being involved more in the story and not just sitting there on the sidelines constantly saying, guys, oh, be careful. I'm gonna go play Wordle while you, like, hang out with all these hot women, brother. I just think they're cool characters. They deserve to have more. It says go that way, though. Fine, I'll break this one. Ah! Bonk. 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 Yeah. Bonk. 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 Oh, is that another one? This way? Yeah. 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 What's down here? Oh, just more money? Plenty of money. Oh shit, I missed my elevator. Come back! Come back! Eh. Where am I going now? More money. Bonk, 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 bonk. Eh. Oh, it's the exit. Oh. Wait, why is it not showing me while it's got sound effects? There we go. Damn straight. We're going in the right direction. Oh fuck!
こんなとこでブツを運んでたのかよ。むちゃくちゃしてんな。
It's gotta be the Exaltists.
俺らも人のことは言えねえか。
モナノさんが自分にツッコミを入れてるのだわ。そしてお嬢様がそれにツッコミを入れると。
なら僕もユズハに。いや、黙っておこう。
Ah, it would have been funny if you teased Yuzuha. Well, hello there. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get Rabbit murdered. Fuck you. Take this, big dog. Yeah, I do like these characters in terms of their kits. Personalities, they're fun. I like them as well. Not a lot of crazy, like, deep story like you might say for Shifu, who was the one who had, like, her sister fucking murdered and whatnot, and I really liked her. I hope they really continue her story a lot, because she was very nice. Also, she was extraordinarily hot. Die. God damn it, I gotta use a password now. Offline and mechanical encryption. Yay, mechanical encryption. That's true based. What's this? Oh my god, am I gonna hide in the cardboard box? Is that the truth? Odd. Look here, the box label contains thermal materials for construction, but that tends to be very light. Why does it leave substitute tracks? Oh my god. Oh, I see. So, we gotta call it a day and go buy some climbing gear. Well, I'll be off now. Nice watching you stuff, but I got stuff to do. Yeah, I've got to head off soon as well. I'm just finishing up this quest here. But no, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out. Just chilling, you know, having a relaxing time. Even when I'm feeling a little under the weather. Please stop scaring the rabbit girl. Any ideas where you might have seen it? Oh my god! Is this the same box the Tenga came in? Oh my god! They were so popular in Japan. I can't believe, like, it kind of shocks me when I was in Japan and they would have giant fucking billboards for, like, sex toys. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not a prude or anything, but good lord. Great work. I'm gonna act like this. That's funnier. Yep, she's got a lot of stamina. Boys, take note. Of course a rabbit has a lot of stamina. The jokes write themselves. Oh, that's the person who's Poseur.
申し訳ありませんが、お荷物に記載がなく、もしよろしければこれから確認していただいても。そう。
Oh, is he going to be kidnapped?
遠くてすみません。もうすぐそこですから、かなり大きな荷物でしたので。 私どもも気が気ではない。
She's got a. This won't go well.
輸送中に万一のことでもあれば。
Oh my god.
これは一体。
まさか予想が当たるとはな。
私たちが何の備えもなくただホイホイついていくと。
Oh boy, we kidnapped someone. Alright. But I am going to leave it here because I am dying and I think I need to get some medicine in my brain. Nah, but thanks for hanging out. I know that I'm just chilling and I'm not in the best of focuses right now, but thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me complain about various video games. And I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. And I'll catch you in the next one.